no, we gotta get the hat. The hair looks like shit. Is it throw shit around? Why don't you? Ah, why don't you just throw shit around? Because that's what we do. Hopefully the fan's not going to be a problem over there. I hope it's not going to make a lot of noise. Okay, we can close you now, or we can put you back where you belong over here. I know y'all probably can hear me. I'm just rambling to myself, and I didn't turn the volume off. So, hey, what up? We're getting ready, baby. We are getting ready. Never fear, Elf Sudden is here. So, we're back to the Shire again. Oh, I gotta switch that around too, huh? Yeah, it might help. What's up, yo? Got a new background for the game. This is called Just 24. It is a, what the fudge are you doing? Oh, we're just cruising. I put the camera above the video today. For the simple fact is, I think it'll stay better there. We hope. We hope we don't move it around. And when I'm looking at it, it looks a little bit better. But yeah, there's that. Welcome in. Hope everybody's having a good day today. We're playing some more games in the... I'm not loading that one. Don't you fear. We'll load this one because it's the Shire time. We're returning to the Shire after venturing out into the wilderness. We're adventuring to the Shire. We're back and we're in the Shire, and I hope that's not going to be too much noise. And I'm working on getting things together because today we joined the LSW stream team. Yeah. So, wow. Okay then. There you go. Crazy cat. I'm going to adjust this a little bit. Try to get comfortable in my chair here. And we are off to the races. So, downloaded a bunch of new skins last night, trying to find the best one for the best picture and everything, and I think this one's the best one. It's not the fanciest one, but the problem with the fanciest one is I can't get it to fit the screen. It's made for a bigger screen, so it's going to look different, it's going to sound different, it's going to, I mean, if this is the one I think it was weird because I was doing all this testing on my Bishop Thorpe thing, and yeah, it was kind of odd because I didn't have the sound up right and I wasn't listening right, and the announcers did this long spiel before he did the game, and I'm sitting there going, I never heard this before, so this could be an interesting thing. It's got a little bit of a different look to it. Coach and horse grounds. Okay. But I hope everybody's having a wonderful day. Got some things to do today to change some things around on my stream and stuff later. Can't do them right now because I can't remember how to use the stupid program. It's been a year and a half since I've done it. My son, at one point in time, had taught me how to use GIMP, the editor for graphics and stuff. And I was using it to do lots of fun stuff with until I forgot how to do it. And I downloaded a couple things that I'm gonna add to my Twitch homepage, the LSW world or worldwide. Yeah, it's a banner that's gonna go on my Twitch instead of the W because I never really did W. I just put the graphics on there because I thought, oh, this is cool. I'm part of W now, and then I didn't do it. So, one of those things. But yeah, we're gonna cruise here. We're gonna see what we can do. We got some matches to play today. We play East End Park next. It's a friendly. We're still doing one more friendly, and then we're into the regular season. So we are caught up to where Bishop Whitethorpe is, except they're a year ahead of us. And you see the news page is different. It's got all this good shit on it. It's got all these different things. It'll tell you what's going, where you can go through if you want. If it's got extras, you've got all this different information. It's a lot prettier. Well, of course you should hail Elam's. He's a beast. He's my beast. I'm hoping that this will pick up my voice well, and then the graphics, the game will still come through, and the fan's on this side now, so it's over there on the other side of the window. So I have a choice because I couldn't do it here But what's really going to be a pain in the ass is when I turn the air conditioner on. I'll have to change my room around by that time because there's no way I can run the air conditioner over here and not make it affect my video game. So, yeah, everything's conveniently for the living room, but we're working on it. So next time you come out, I'm gonna have all kinds of different stuff. Hopefully with the MLSW, we'll see how that goes. I forget what I was going to say. So back to the game. We are into our second season, and what's the really cool part about this is you saw the intro screen, which is nice. That's like the Champions League promotional stuff that they use. But they do show you different stuff on your page when you go into your. The game will be bigger when you're playing the game because it's condensed more. It's got it looks a little different. It doesn't play. It doesn't on the director's mode. It does. I think I have to change. I don't know if I have to change. I don't think I have to change it, but it just looks different. The guys look a little bit bigger, so it's a little bit more fun to watch. Sort of. I am gonna have to get rid of a couple of them. I forgot to do that this morning. There's one I can't use. The one I can't use is huge. It's got like 12,000 pieces in it. All right. So when you look at like your club info, this is different than what it was before. It actually shows you like you can go through here and you can do these different uh, things, and it'll show you different information, which is cool. Uh, so you've got all that different information. It shows you a picture of what your grounds, hopefully what your grounds looks like. Um, Different information here, different information there. Why does it show me? I did not think I look like that, but I guess I do. It shows you all your information on your player. Your home screen looks different. You've got this information up here. They've got more of this here, so it's a bunch more stuff that you get to look at. That's one of the reasons why I did it. It's also darker, so it actually shows up better on the screen. And that's important because if it's not showing up good on the screen, it doesn't do me a bit of good. But yeah, so we're there, and that's how it works. Hopefully, that's how it goes, baby. Mm. So we're back into the 15th of November. Oh, that's right. I was thinking, never mind. What am I thinking? I'm thinking we're doing. Oh, yes. Now I remember where we're at because my brain is dead. And that's what happens when things happen that you're like, oh. So we're doing a friendly in the middle of the season because November had all those weird days. I'm just doing it to see, to not have such a time in between. Now I remember. Never mind. I'll get there. Oh, yep. I'm using a Coca-Cola glass as my coffee glass today because the simple fact is it needed it. I had to have coffee this morning. I wasn't going to make coffee this morning, but I thought, you know what? I need coffee this morning. I need the coffee because the coffee needs me. And the reason I don't have my hat off is because my hair looks like that. Isn't it pretty? It's so pretty. It's so pretty. We gotta have a hat. So we'll be today. I will be working on. So okay. So next week, Tuesday, I have a doctor's appointment in the afternoon. So that's the third. So I don't have to worry about being off on Tuesday. Wednesday next week, I do have an eye doctor's appointment at 11:15 in the morning. So I probably won't stream until I get back. Because normally when I go to these eye doctors, they have to give me about 60 rounds of eye drops to make my eyes bigger because my eyes are extremely tiny. The pupils in my eyes are extremely tiny, and to be able to see inside my eye, they need to do like super. They need to do super. Uh, yeah, they need to do super drops. So I might be able to see when I come home, and then again I might not be able to. So next Tuesday might be, or next Wednesday might be a day off, and then the Sunday after next is when we're going to my grandson's graduation party. And I doubt I'll be streaming in the daytime. Might stream at night. Not sure what time I'll be back, but we'll have to see what goes on that. So we are going to cruise. But yeah, so we're gonna do this way for this day and see how it goes. Mbappe, Stellar as France scores easy victory. Must be work. Now, there's another thing that's different. It actually shows your team. Actually, this is my team. My team? Yeah, this is the under 18s team. Oh, that's really cool. I never really noticed that. But this is the under 18s team and how they play. So they're using the same offense that we are. Um, and it shows you the players that are playing where they're playing, which is really cool. I mean, you could do it the other way and it was sideways and you had to scroll down. I like it this way because you can actually see the damn thing. So, yeah, I know my picture's a little big, but I don't think I can make it too much smaller. I don't think. I can indeed make me smaller. Look at that. Oh yeah, much better. You don't have to look at that big ugly mug and all that wide spaces. I gotta figure out how to make that smaller. I want to get one of the ones like Tom FM. He was doing. I was forget what he was doing. It was him or Clates had the circle one. I want to get a circle one. I can change those through the thing, and I'm trying to get my alert box to work. I still don't know if it's working or not. I'll find out today if anybody comes in and does anything, and if they don't, it is what it is. Hey, what up? Who's meowing? Who gave me that pitiful meow? Pitiful. Pitiful. But right now, I don't really need this. So we're going to shut that off. And we're going to turn that down. And we're going to try to survive without the fan for a little bit. Because it's not exactly warm. Baby girl. What up, Peachy? Come here, baby. Peachy. Come here. Come. Get up here. Get up here. Get up here. Get up here. Come here. Come here. Come here. You're not doing what I want you to do, Peachy. I did that. As soon as I turn it off, it starts to get warm in here, like quick for me. It's one of those days. But now it's awful quiet again. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Now this stuff over here that you see on the screen, like right there, is all stuff that comes from. Like this PayPal isn't for me. It's for the actual person who created this stream. Oh, Harrison left. Bye, Jack. Bye bye. Don't feel bad for him. He's gone. He went bye byes. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter at all. Mr. Martin is hurt, so we can't have Mr. Martin in there anyway. So, ooh, this is gonna get to prove to be interesting. Florian Gunst. Why did he show him? It's kind of weird the way this looks. This is one of the only reasons I really don't like it is the way this page looks weird. It's not making me happy that it's like this. But like these are this side is what their tiredness is, and this side is if they are knowledgeable of the game I'm gonna do it this way. I know he's coming back in there. But Mr. Gunst is going okay, so this smaller balls is how this is done. These are yeah. They don't do the silver. They do smaller balls on this one, so I might not do this one. I still might not use this one. I mean, it looks good, but some of the stuff that you got to do is just weird, and it's just Mr. Buckle, you've been hanging around for a couple years. We're gonna try to, damn it. Now why did you do that? Nice thing is, there's this little button here to go undo. Undo. There you go. So Mr. Buckle's going to come in. These familiarity is on the other side. So this tells you how familiar they are with your game. See, we got like it'll tell you here. So the overall general physical represents the level of fitness if he's fatigued, recently recovered from injury, and then the other is the match sharpness, which tells you how readiness for competition in soccer. So, oh wow, I didn't know those were up there. Awesome. I'm still going over it. I haven't done very much on this because I really didn't pay that much attention to it. Bye, Mr. Harrison. You won't be missed. I'm serious. You won't be missed. You didn't do much for us anyway. Oh, I gotta go make sure my team's back to where it's supposed to be. I forgot. Come on, fellas. What are you, Elam, man? What are you doing? You're never terrible. I think the best I ever saw in this is on the other game. I was playing and I had a player who was a 530, and I gave him one talk, and the next time he was a 9. I was sitting there going, damn, 1 week he went from a 530 to a 9. Like, son of a bitch, that talk was good. All right, so we got to come here. Mr. White, nope, I don't think so. Mr. White, where's Mr. White? Mr. White is not supposed to be there. Why did I pick up White? You know what? See, I can't use this one because I can't. Grr. I've got this one I can't use because it's really cool to look at, but it's just. I'll go with this one and see what it does. I hate the fact that I got to do this because I can't deal with the screen like this when I can't see the screen the way I'm used to it. If it ain't got the screen the way you're used to it, you can't. Now this is better. See, now I can do the screen the way I want to. Like you're not being in there. Why are you even in there anyway? This is supposed to be the best team. This is where I got to put people in. Okay, there's Pickering. In you go. And then Moth doesn't go there. Mo Mungara does. And then, uh-oh. I runs into a little bit of a problem here. No, that sucks. Oh, wait. That's why. Yeah. Now we're on a better spot. Yeah, now we're in a better spot. Much better. All right, and this one still has pretty cool shit on it. The team stream looks different. It gives you a bunch of stuff in here. The estimated value of this club was 500 when I first started it. It's now 24,000. So we've actually raised the price of this club up a good bit in just 1 year. It gives you all the different stuff here. It tells you what your what your different stuff is, and there's different things on it. The homepage on this looks a little different. It's got the too many league tables. Why do I have 3 fucking league tables? I don't understand that. Gives you a big announcement of who you play next in there. Fixtures and results will go there. Good. And then this one will be player stats. Yeah, I like that. Although I probably should have put player stats over here and league table over here, but we're going to leave it the way it is. And then like you can change all this stuff. And coach performance. Team competitions will show you all the different competitions you're doing. Bum, 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 bum. Hey, what are you doing? And this will give you your news over here. You can do the news too. So I mean, and this is the cool part because like, and then you can come over here and do the overview, and you can change all that. You can change the data hub. Will show you all the data hub stuff you want. The next opponent will show you the next opponent stuff. Shows you your last match and how dumb if you win or lost. Shows you different stuff like that. Assistance report will tell you about your team. It'll tell you all the different stuff you want to know about your team, where your weaknesses are and where your strengths are. This will compare you to the rest of the league. We have the best when it comes to average age. We're 25.83. We are the tallest average height of 5'11", weigh the most. We're behind in average international caps, which we don't have any, but that shouldn't be anything because I don't think anybody does. And then you have the youth apps. We have two, so we have the highest on that. So that's kind of a cool thing to see. And then you get around the world. So we'll go back to match day. It shows all this good information. So these are awesome to put in there because then you get like, and again, it's a darker thing, but you know, I'm trying to find the perfect one, and I haven't found the perfect one yet. Someday I will find it. I swear. I will find the perfect one. Or I'll make the damn thing myself. Yeah, I wish that one was. If my screen, I don't have a big enough screen. When I get a bigger screen someday, it wants like a humongous screen. I'm like, what is up with that? That's not cool. Smaller, I put it back to 100% instead of 110 because I wanted to get as much stuff on the screen as I possibly could, and I can actually see this well enough sitting back this far that it doesn't matter. And then probably it won't be next week because they don't work that fast. The last time I got these glasses, these specific glasses, the last time I got them, it took them almost 2 months to get them because they did something that I've never had done before. Most of the time I get the bifocals and you can't really see there's no bifocal on these glasses. But there is. It's built in, and what they did was they worked it into, and they kept like, I forget what they called it, but they like over they do they refract it or whatever, and turn it so that the whole lens becomes like that. And it takes them a little while or longer to do it. Musiala puts on a show for Man U. Why is he at fucking Manchester United? When did Jamal Musiala get to Manchester United? Damn. I'm gonna have to do that. I thought I did it. Apparently I didn't. That is not. Oh wait, yeah, that's not Manchester United's. I could have swore I did those. Didn't I do those? I thought I did. Oh no. See, this will give you an idea of how far down on the list we are. Okay, here's West Yorkshire League Premier Division where we're at, right? And then you start scrolling up, and these are all the leagues that are below the Vanarama North, because this is like the order. And look there, look how far we had to go to get there. And then we're not even to there yet. We're in the northern. This is the Northern Premier Division. Where this is actually where my other group is in this league, which is like a couple leagues higher. And then look, you're all the way to here to get to the Vanarama, and then you come all the way up to the Premier League. They don't have any of their. Ooh, now I'm upset. Now I'm mad. Shall we go on an adventure? I don't know. It's probably going. It might shut the. It didn't shut the game down. Good. I thought it was going to, but it didn't. Okay. And it don't show this, so I can shoot and do it. Let's see. Cool. I'm going to do it right now because I'm a little upset about that. I can't believe I didn't find. I don't have. I swear I downloaded those. This download might take a bit. That one's not going to work because they got in trouble for licensing problems. This isn't the exact logo pack, but it's a better logo pack than the one that we have now. It'll actually make them, instead of having the junk that they have, it'll actually give them a little bit of a better logos. It'll be closer to like Manchester United is called the Red Devils. If this is the pack I think it is, it'll actually have like a devil's fork. Man, I swear to goodness, these people just never ever stop. Bye, douchebag. I hate these people. I hate these people when they come in here. They always gotta come in here and try to be stupid. Come on, baby, you can download this. You know you didn't. You wanna. Might have them on the right page, huh? Ah, just do it already. Hey, look at that. Just do it. All right. Well, that does that. We're going back to the game. Yay! I'm back. That's kind of interesting. I didn't know I could do that way. I thought it would be on here, but it doesn't. I didn't have it pick up. I have it pick up the games that I'm playing. So if I want to change games, I have to change the pickup. That's the way I did there. The Oh, will you just download all damn ready? Okay. There we go. Okay. So it's downloading now. Oh, look at the timing. Came back just in time. Yeah, so when you do that, Eckersley, you can't leave, man. Don't you leave me, baby. Don't you leave me. Oh, got a new vice captain. So I guess it will be, see, this is a problem. Pickering or Eckersley? I think I'm going to go with Eckersley. Maybe he'll stay if I call it, give him the vice captainship. I'm trying to figure out a way to keep him here. Because I don't want to lose him. See, now I could open. What the hell happened there? That's not supposed to do that. Oh, I know why. 'Cause I didn't do that. Little bit. I need to sit up better. That's better. I don't care. Yeah, it's going to take a little while to do, probably. Yeah, we'll have to come back and check on that in a bit. We'll give it a little bit of time. And then once it's downloaded, we'll have to copy it from one thing to the other, and it might take some time. So, yeah, we're going to do that. I didn't realize they were that bad, and I didn't realize it didn't have the some of the logos. This don't even have any of the logos. That's weird. That's very weird. I don't understand that at all. That don't make any sense. But hey, you know what it is. What it is. Excuse me. Excuse me. Now I don't know if that's actually what the tree. When you look at the thing and it shows the picture of the stadium, I don't know if that's the actual treetop stadium. It's probably a generic picture. I could find out. We could go to the treetops and you can do all that kind of stuff like that because it allows you to do that and you can go out and you can figure out different things and like I said there's different streamers that do things differently. Uh, Dr. Benji, Doctor I think Dr. Benji does it. Hey, look, you're up there now, huh? See, you can't be on the screen the other way. I think Dr. Benji, Work the Space does it too, I think. But I know a couple of them, what they'll do is they do what's called an away day. For example, we're playing this game at home. But let's say we were East End Park, and we were going to Shire. They would actually go on Google Maps and look up. Um, they would go and look up that, and they would put it on their. They would show the location. They would actually go to Google Maps and to the street view. Ow! Ooh, that's a bad feeling. Ugh. And they would actually look at where they're going, um, and show everybody where they're at. It's really cool when you do that, but I don't have that ability right now. I need to get. I don't have a problem with the size, my OBS computer size, the screen. It's small. It's the square one I was using the game on earlier, which none of these would have worked looked good on the game if I'd have done that. But yeah, so it's kind of a hey, where you going? You just decided to leave me, huh? I see how you are. Fine, just run away, Peaches. Fluffy Peaches and Lucky up there. Mr. Big Boy's out on the big white thing. Assuming that Mama's is sleeping in the dip. She's in the dip. But yes, we are cruising. We're bruising and we're cruising to get to the next day. This might be slowing me down, I don't know. We're about half downloaded, so it's not that big a deal. What does that say in there? I can't read it. Doesn't say anything, I guess. It's just a graphic. Yeah, some of these have like full on graphics on them, and they're really awesome to look at, but you can't use them because they don't have your screen's not big enough, and you can't downsize. I mean, I could turn it all the way down to fit it on, but I'd have to go like the 85, 80, 7, maybe even 50% size, which would mean it'd be impossible for me to see. It wouldn't be able to be seen on the game, and you're sitting there going, okay, whatever. So it's one of those things. Cool. And we'll check that up on that when we get to that. Hi ho the berry yo, I'm going through the ding do the bing ding dong. And when I do this, it might actually change our badge. Because what you got to do is you go into the thing like I was doing with the changing the screens, and you clear the cache, and then reload, and it'll reload the graphics. Yeah, that one, man, I really wish I could use it. I, I'm half tempted. I'm half tempted to do. That would be so wrong. But I could do it. I mean, it could go because I'll show you what it looks like. I mean, it's a really badass looking thing. I mean, they're badasses. It's a badass thing, but I can't use the graphics on the. I mean, it looks totally different than this. Crazy, outrageously awesome. But I can't play the games in it because I can't get past the one screen. It won't let me because there's nowhere to go. But up to that time, I can use it, and then what I can do is I can switch it over to a different screen to do the game. And I mean, I could do that literally, and I'm going to maybe. Ooh, that's funny. That's just wrong. It'll be fun though. So it's a different color. It's really different color. But like your home screen, instead of what we had a minute ago, this is what the home screen looks like. Now, if I was a different team, it would actually have their picture here, and it would show like the head. If it's got the head coach, it'll actually show the head coach's face there, and like your tactic screen is like this. It's a little bit smaller, but it's and then it just don't. Oh, this does fit now. What the hell happened there? It puts all your players over here to your subs. Does everything a little bit backwards, but it's really kind of cool. Shows your how you've played, win, loss, win. Um, it gives you your mail up here. What this is really cool though. This is the cool part. When you go to club information, yo, calm down, baby. This is the club information. This is a badass looking page. It's got like down here in the corner. Oh, you're not really missing anything except for like the league history. It shows where I'm covered up, It doesn't show anything because we really haven't been anywhere. We're up one league, but next year this will be bigger. You've got your players um, that are important to the team. You got your assistant coach, general manager. These are your ownership. You can do the finances and salary, which shows that we have a balance of $6,160. Current season profit loss is 19,000. Hey, we're making some money. We're spending 38,000 out of 53,000. We have an average salary of 322 dollars a year, and the difference is 14,000. Wow, that's crazy. Show your fixtures and results. Show your derbies, which we have none. We have no derbies. So over here's your key players, your fiercest rivals, your rival clubs, your partnerships, which we have none. You've got your honors, squad status, legends, icons, favorite personnel. We have none of those yet either. You've got Leeds, England, where I guess is where Shire is located in Leeds. Shows you the England here, which is your club detail, club history is what this is. It gives you all this information, which is really freaking cool. Key information shows you all this stuff. You can look at other information. It's got how you're doing there. It's got this stuff with your team cohesion, atmosphere, leadership. It tells you all your squad information and different stuff. And this is all done on this. And then it shows you your staff. That is a badass looking screen. We're obscure. It shows me. It shows my. I have one youth recruitment come in so far. 23 season ticket holders. We're semi-professional, enjoying life at the club. That is a badass looking thing right there. But like I said, once I get to the game, I can use it through the next one because I can just simulate. But this is what it does. If the treetops was an actual in-game thing, it would actually show that there. So that is pretty. To me, that's pretty badass. To be honest with you. We are almost downloaded. We have about another minute left. Well, it says a minute left. Hey, Amy. It is. It is. To be quite honest, it can be very confusing. The and welcome in. Just I didn't miss you. I just didn't catch up quick. Uh, that's okay. No problem. There is your shout out. I appreciate you coming in and hey, you can lurk all you want. I have no problem with that. I like lurkers. The most confusing part about this game is if you don't have an interest in football, yeah, it's going to be confusing. It is a very complicated game, and there's a lot of stuff that you can do in it, and it can be very confusing. But it is also if you're into sports games, um, whoa! Now I get an offer from Shelly. Check that out. There's my first job interview or second job thing. Wow! And we'll go look at Shelly Community. They are in the Sheffield and Hampshire County Senior League Division, Premier Division. They are sixth in that league. This is what that league looks like. It's a league. It's the same level that we're in now. So it really wouldn't be a move up if I took it. They got 29. They're a little bit more expensive than us. They are predicted to finish fifth. They're currently in sixth. But I hate to tell you, fellas, I'm just not interested in your job. Decline. You can't have him. Man, they're just coming. See, this is the problem with being like this. No problem. Shout outs for everybody when they come in. Um, yeah, that's what sucks for the next year. I'm gonna have to deal with these guys, and then after that, it won't be a problem because I'll have contracts of the ones I want to keep. Wow, whoa! Huddersfield's amateurs not doing well. They've given up 20 goals in 8 matches. That's insanity. That's insanity. Holy crap! Mamas. Mamas is mamas. Mamas is mamas. Mamas is a crazy mama. All right, let me see if I got these. I think I got them. Pretty sure I got them. And we will be. All right, we got them. So we want to do that. And then we got to come over here and go like this. And we got to go to this. All right, this will still do it on my side and not yours. Cool. I like that. That's awesome. This might take a while to do this because it's huge. I can tell you already. Alright, so I think if I do that, we'll be okay. Copy. It's a big file. Oh, that's not so bad. Okay, we'll go to Documents, Sports Interactive, Football Manager, Graphics, and we will put this in here like this, and hopefully this is going to do the trick. Oh, this ain't going to take long at all. Wow, I thought it would be like forever. Hopefully we're going to have some new graphics here in a minute. All this is a nice thing about this is what's different between this machine and the other ones that I've been using. The small one that broke first would probably be able to do the same thing because it's a newer machine. All right, so we are done there too. Hopefully that put them in the right spot and we're good. We will find out in a moment. Here we go. Let's go find out if it worked. All right, so we're gonna come in here to now. If you're like adding logo packs, this is what you have to do. If you come in here, you have to reset uh, clear cache, which kind of sucks because when you clear cache, that means everything that you'd put in there to. And I'm gonna do this just to be safe. I'm gonna make sure I change that too. Now, like I said, we might get a new logo, and it's gonna give me a new background because I'm changing the skin again. But this is the fun part about it because you can change skins all day if you want to. Uh, it did not do that for us, but let's see if it did it for them. Sometimes it'll change you around, sometimes it won't. Yeah, see that it actually did. See, that's what it gave us. Now it went from Manchester United having the one it had, which was the red circle, to now giving them a red devil, pretty much. And it does it for everybody. All the teams have them. They're not their original ones, but again, you can't really do the original ones because if you do the original ones, it's going to be you can get shut down for that. Now the main game has most of the real ones in it, except for it doesn't have um, Manchester United until the next update. Once they do the next game, yo, Duchess, how are we today, Miss Duchess? I am doing very good. Sorry I didn't see you right away. And let me do your. There is your shouty. I like to do shoutouts because they're fun. What the hell did I do? I don't even know. Oh, there we go. Yay! Retro times coming up soon. I'm doing good. We're having fun. We're playing around with the game, and we're still making progress. Yeah, I'm having one of those days. You know, it's kind of a weird day, but it's okay. So this one. I don't think this is the one we used this morning when we came on. So this is what this one looks like. You know, plain. This is basically what they did on this. Is they didn't really do a whole lot to make it different. I mean, it is a little bit different, but all they really did was change some of the like some of the things that are visible. They didn't change, like they've changed colors and stuff, and it made it a little bit different. So it's one of those things. Um, but yeah, so it's like Amy, like you were saying, yeah, this game is very confusing, and non-footy fans will be like, I don't understand anything you're doing, and I get that, and but that's it's like anything else. Um, of all the sports games out there, it is probably the most complicated one, and that's only because it has one of the most extensive available places that you can play, and the rules. There's If you're from England, you know the English football rules. They're all basically the same for every league in England. Once you get to the Vanarama North and South, and then you get to the Vanarama National, those are still amateur leagues. They'll have professional teams in them, but they're amateur teams, so they still play by amateur rules. Once you get to the League Two, then you start to get into professional league, and the rules do change a little bit more. In this, because this is from a very low level, you don't have no Fenton. He's already captain. Oh boy, here we go. Um, so and then like all the league's rules in England are different than the American rules, than the MLS rules, than the La Liga rules, than the Italia rule, the Serie A rules. Every place has different rules. And the problem comes in is you have to learn all those rules to be able to play in different places. And yeah, it can be extremely confusing. And just the game itself, uh, what's funny is this is basically a spreadsheet game. You're not playing, like, there's nothing, all these graphics you see are just that. They're graphics. They're nothing. Ooh, what did that say? Melody. Oh, check it out. It did work. I'll be damned. Thank you for the follow, Melon. I appreciate it, buddy. How you doing? No problem. You enjoy your work, I hope, and thank you for the follow. I appreciate that. That was cool. It worked. It actually worked. Holy shit. I got it to work today. That's awesome. There is your obligatory, obligatory, your shouty. I appreciate you coming in. I thank you for being here. Yeah, we have 421221. 42121. I don't. Okay, if you say so. But yeah, so I mean, if you enjoy the nice thing about this is you are totally in control of everything on your team until you play the game, and then you have no control over what happens in the game. And yes, I get a little excited, and yes, I'll go crazy because I want my team to do what I want them to do, and they don't always. And you hate to lose. The next game we play, we will not coach. We will not do the main screen because it is a friendly. We're in the middle of the second season. The reason we're doing a friendly is we had some in between times, and I wanted to get some players to match fitness. Yeah, like I said, people they often ask you, you see people that play this game all the time. And they're like, "Oh, that game looks so complicated." It sure is, but it's also if you're a sports games fan, it's basically the same as anything else. There's just a little bit of different things that you can do, and it's not huge. It's not different than it's not that much different from out of the park baseball. It's not that much different than except for like interfaces where it comes in to be different and the things you can do. And like with EAFC, you don't have as many places to play. I have 300 countries. I think there's like 290 countries that I can choose to play from. So I can play anywhere, Oceania. I can play in Asia, Oceania, Asia, Europe, South America, North America, and England. There's 6 of them, and those are I'm sorry, Africa. Um, they have all the competitions. People have went into the game system and set up all these extra ones to play. What did I ask? I don't remember asking for that, but apparently I did. So you know what? I'm gonna do it again because it won't let me. Oh, you piece of crap. So yeah, the mods that are put into this game. I mean, they've actually a couple different groups have done some modding of the game to make the uh, gameplay different than what it is. I don't use them because I just haven't got around to downloading them, but I'm planning on trying one of them maybe to see how much difference it works because one group actually did them for every level of the game. They did a lower league one, they did an arcade one which will play more like an arcade game. They've made one that's for there's two other ones I can't remember what they are, but one of them is like a really fast mode, and another one's like they just changed the current game system so that it works a little better. And you will see that you can see the difference when you look at the games. If you go and watch any of the like Zealand did a review of it, and he played it and showed the difference. And if you've never played the game, you've only watched the game, you might not notice the differences. But when people who've played the game see it, there are huge differences. For example, um, a lot of times when you're watching a game, you'll see a player that will get a ball with his back to the goal, and he'll actually take a couple quick steps around. It'll look like he's moving in a like he'll do like stuttery movements. It's not stuttery, but it looks that way to make the turn. In new engine, it don't do that. It turns. They do a complete. They just like whip around real fast, and it makes it look a lot better, and the ball moves better, and there's a lot of that stuff to do. But the way I look at it is, I'm not worried about that because I like the game the way it is. I like to put in stuff to change it, like the audio clip, because there's no. I mean, there's the game does have. Yes, we're going to do that because it is a friendly. We don't care. I really shouldn't do that, but I don't know why I'm doing that when I've got players on my team I need to have in there. But we'll do what it is. I'll do it this time. But there's like Dave. I can't remember his last part of his thing. He does an update that updates everything about the game. He updates. There's a lot of things that they don't put in the game that they need to. He'll go in and he'll change, and I think that's what's caused this file is what's caused the offsides problem. Oh, I don't want that. That's not what I wanted. I was thinking he put out a new thing. I did download some new tactics yesterday. Miss Ginger Ginger, what's up? I'll get your name right eventually. Don't mind me. I'm just a blubbering fool. What's up, Miss? What's up, Ginger? How you doing? Or should I call you Ninja? I don't know. I am doing decent. That's about the best I can say. I am doing decent. I'm having a good day. Joined the team this morning, and that made me happy. So I'm cruising. We're just having fun, playing a game, trying to. I gotta do one more thing before I forget about it, because it will slow it down if I don't, and I don't need it anymore because I've done moved it. So we're going to go in here to downloads, and we're going to We're gonna get rid of these two things. We are getting rid of some crap in there that slows it down a little bit. You know what? Screw that. I'm not going to worry about these two either because I can get them later. Okay, that took care of that. So we got rid of some almost. That didn't work. Huh. You fool, what are you doing? Don't do that. I am having fun playing a game that I love. I am top of the world right now. Having a good. I'm just happy I got my computer to work the way I wanted to because things have just not been going that great the last week or so. But um, I need. Is there? I can't remember how to do it. I need a link to the LSW uh, Discord so I can add it to my things that run through like everybody else does. And I tried to do that this morning. And being that I've not done some of this stuff for so freaking long, I forget how to do it. But if y'all can send me one through Discord or eat my message or whatever so that I can get it done because I can't remember how to do that crap. I'm still learning to do things, and I finally got my alert box to work this morning. Yay! Or at least it's the first time I see it work. Um, but we're working on getting some new stuff in, and we're going to, uh, I got this was a one PC setup, so we're doing things. I have the dual screens, and I've got my screen set up here, and I got my screen that I'm playing on here, and the camera's not the greatest, and the video, it's a work in progress. I'll just say that. We're getting there. Don't you don't you do it. You stay right. That's perfect. You stay right there. Don't you move. This stupid camera. I gotta get a new camera. My problem is my mom the like my headphones don't work anymore, which is great because I don't need them. My mom broke the the computer that we had, the one I was using for my OBS. My mom had. She broke it. She did something to it so that when you turned it back on, if you didn't shut it down right, when you turn it back on and it did the setup, it would take anywhere from half an hour to 45 minutes to get through all the things. And I tried everything to fix that computer. I even redid the Windows again, and I couldn't remember the password they wanted me to put in, so I did it where you just put in a code and go, and it was great. But it still wouldn't run my OBS right. Every time I would load OBS up in the morning, it would crash every single time. I've not had it crash once on me, knock on wood, on this computer set up the way that it is now. So that's a good thing. Um, so I'm like, yay! It's actually working the way I want it to for a change. But I still am going to either fix my laptop, which I would like to. I want a second setup. I need a second. I need a second, an extra computer because I don't want to put too much on this computer. Even though this computer is only about a year old, maybe 2 years old, it's got the capacity and it's got the power to run what I want. It probably even let me run my other football game if I downloaded it and used it. But I don't want to put any more than I have to on this because I don't want to slow it down to the point where I can't do what I'm doing. And until I get the other computers fixed, I don't know how much it's going to cost. What I'm probably going to have them do is instead of fixing the laptop, I think what I'm going to have them do is fix the other little box, take the laptop's hard drive out, put it in that computer, and go from there. Because the laptop is nice and all, but it's 3 years, 4 years old now, and I think the hardware I have is better with what I've got now. Wow, there's a lot of friendly setup for today. That's unbelievable. They're none of our teams. These are all foreign teams. Uh, that's an African team, I believe. That's crazy. So, I still got a lot of work to do, and I'm still learning, and I need to do some sound bites and that kind of stuff. But you know what? That's not how I want to do this. It's going to be a friendly, and I made this friendly to get my guys uh, game time. I did not do this for everybody else to get game time. I did this for my boys to get game time. So we're gonna move. Where'd he go? He's got to come over here. He's going in there. Pike is gonna go down to here. Let's go. We're almost there. And Mom, I do not understand this. When I tell it to put the best team on the field in there, and it doesn't do it, it kind of bothers me. All right, so that's the best team we got out there. And no, I'm not putting another dude in for Elims because I don't want to. So this will be the friendly. Now we only wait. I thought I put him down there further, but I guess I didn't. Whoops. My bad. Might help if you go past those guys. Cheerly buckle. All right, now we're running. So yeah, I mean, I've got a lot of things that I'm reintroducing. I've never used an OBS system before. I was always playing on my PlayStation, and I'm still going to be playing on the PlayStation because there's still stuff I need to do there. I don't trust it enough to go long hours on it, but what I'm going to try to do is I'm going to do my date. My mornings will be FM Football Manager. I'm going to play this for 4 to whatever hours until I'm done with it, and then until I say that now, but until the next month, which once it won't be till like the end of the month that I think we don't get our update till like the 18th. So up until then, I'm not gonna use like I won't be playing major portions of ESO. But once the new stuff comes out, we'll do what like we always do. We'll go in and we'll do a complete build up and go through everything that's happening on it and all the stuff that they've done new and work through what we're doing on it to build. And there's a whole new chapter to play. It's not a chapter. There's a whole new storyline to play leading up to the fall, which I got to do something with it by then because I've got to get it to the point where my either my PS4 is replaced or my PS and I get a PS5 or it's repaired because coming in the fall there's going to be in ESO there's a if you're a fan of ESO or you've ever thought about playing it, the Worm Cult's back, which is the same cult that you battled in the original storyline, and they take over half an island and there's this giant magical wall. And in the third quarter, which will probably be between, let's see, you got January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September. Probably in September. It's always when they say the quarter, when they say like third quarter, it usually means the end of the quarter when they do it. They're going to do a massive. Now, if you've ever played World of Warcraft, you know there are massive attacks that you go out and you have massive groups and go out and play and you attack things. They're going to have that, but it's not going like we have that in ESO. It's called you can go on there you can go on trials and you go trials are usually a group of 14 or 12 and you work together as a group and you go through and you can't do them otherwise. This isn't going to be a trial. This is going to be, there are 3, you can play on any of the versions. You play PC, Xbox, or PC, and they're all separate. So you have that whole group. This thing at the third quarter is not going to be a trial of your guilds. It's going to be an entire, like every single PlayStation player will be able to participate. Every Xbox player will be able to participate in theirs. Every PC player will be able to participate in theirs. It's going to be a massive, full-on server working thing. So it's going to be cool as hell. Magic, what's up, buddy? How you doing? Hope you're having a beautiful morning. Is it still morning? I don't know. It's still morning. Well, it's still morning here. It may not be morning there, but it's still morning here. And I said I was going to do that today, and I completely forgot to do it. And I don't know where my pens are at. So I'm going to have to rely on this. I will rely on it. It'll be all right. But yeah, so that's coming in the fall, and I have to be ready for it because that will be, however long it runs, that will be my whatever days that's on, that'll be the stream. And if it's like a 12-hour event, I'll be streaming the entire time. But I'm hoping when I get to that point, we won't have the same issue we had yesterday when yesterday when my PS4 died. Yeah, it died because of it's old. It's the way they have PS4 set up is the fan is in the middle of the damn box. So the only way to clean the fan when it starts to get to the point where it overheats all the time is to take it apart. And I don't either have the tools or the patience or the ability right now to take it apart. And I don't want to take to get it fixed. I really don't. Now, see, that's what I was worried about, and I didn't want to do that. And that's why you don't do those stupid freaking friendlies. See, I lost my one of my better players to a damn injury. Oh, that sucks. No, I can't do that way. All right. Well, ooh, look, we're gonna get Mr. Colin Jack's gonna get a shot in there. Oh wow, this is gonna be interesting. This is going to be real interesting. So this is going to be real interesting for the rest of this season because, or for the next 7 to 8 weeks, because we have two younger players in this position. We know what Paige can do because Paige is he's been doing it. Um, he's only 17, and so that's going to be our setup for the. Wow, that's kind of wicked. But hey, we'll take it. You know why? Because we have to. They're injured. You can't do nothing about it. But Ngungbi has been one of my better players throughout because he's the guy that runs down the left or runs down the right side and does all the right side. So now it's going to be Colin Jack's chance to try to do that. And the really cool thing about it is, um, yeah, I need some of those. I need some of those, man. I gotta figure those out because I don't know if I got any room at the time for any more, but I need some of those. I got a couple I'm gonna retire that I don't use very often. Um, I downloaded the LSW uh, team banner, but I can't remember how to change it from the picture that you get off of the graphics uh, thing on Discord to a PNG file, and I just downloaded GIMP, but I got to remember how to do all this stuff. I haven't done it for so long, so I'm gonna fix that up today, and it'll be put on my Facebook or on my main part on Twitch. Oh, I got so many things to do, and not enough time to do them in. Not really. Returning chatter. I like that. Yeah, I gotta remember to look at this screen when I hear the bell chime, and I'm gonna fix all that too. I'm getting there. I'm actually happy that I got that to work this morning because I didn't think I was ever gonna get that to work, but it actually worked. So yeah, I mean we're gonna have a lot of fun with ESO next month, and actually I was having a blast yesterday. Even though my arm was hurting, I was ignoring it because it was fun and we were having a good time playing, and then it died. But when I do this thing in the fall, it's actually going to be through the OBS because I do have the ability to hook up my OBS and run it through OBS, and that's what I'm going to do so that if it does crash, I don't lose my stream. I just lose the PS4 because then I can switch over to the computer and go and do something else. A lot of this, that, and the other, but got to do what you got to do. So, yeah, I mean, I'm getting there. I'm getting there. All right, man. Where's the music? You can't do the head bob without the music. You know what? It does that every once in a while. I really need to get in it and clean it out. And I might actually do that when I go. Because I'm still going to take the two computers and try to either get them both. I know I'm going to have to replace the hard drive. And I really don't want to replace it with buying one because they're too freaking expensive. And the hard drive in the laptop is still good. So I might, and since it's the right size, seeing that the box is tiny, I I might just take it down there and do that, and then be like, okay, we're good. All right, we got to do this again because now we're set up for something we will not be doing again because now we just lost one of our better players for a goddamn 6 to 7 weeks because we are stupid. But that's what you get for being stupid. Don't do what you're supposed to and see what happens. See what happened to you. I kind of like picking up right. I'm kind of glad I picked him up because he definitely is. He definitely is a. Hmm. He's definitely a good player to have in that situation. And I gotta make sure I got enough. Let's see, we got a striker. Yep. Nope. I don't need two strikers. So Johnson's going to get replaced with another defender. Hmm. Buckwood is the Buckleham. Now, the lines that you see on this screen, this means they have a superior working relationship. So those three guys will work. They will work better together as a strike team because they have that, which makes it cool. And you want to see those green lines all over your screen. When you get them all over the screen, you'll have the wing backs working with the attacking midfielders. You'll have all the defenders working together. The yellow ones means they're getting there. Broken yellow ones means you got a problem, and they don't work real well together. So, ooh, Arsenal at Man U, buddy. I have to be. I started watching the being from the states. If you're from the states, you know how it is. We don't have the greatest we never back in the day, and this is coming from before the internet. Um, when cable just started becoming a thing in America, we didn't have I only had three channels, and none of them showed soccer. Every once in a while on was it ABC? ABC, American Broadcasting Company, was what it was stood for, but it was one of our major networks, and you had ABC, NBC, and CBS. And back in the day, you had an antenna, and you'd pick up your local place, which ours all came from Pittsburgh. And then we'd get Fox, and on the weekends, or on Wide World of Sports, you'd get to see certain competitions. There was a show on ABC's Wide World of Sports, and they showed different things, different kind of sports every Saturday. So if you weren't watching college football, you had Wide World of Sports. Baseball might be on. You might see, if it was the fall, you get to see a football game on Sunday because football was the thing. American football was the thing. The first league I started watching was uh, the Serie A in Italy because they would show a lot of that, and I started watching R9, and I have when Ronaldo was in his early form, and before he started having his knee problems and became party boy and gained about 7,000 pounds, he was one of the greatest players. He could do things that you would see on the field that guys nowadays like Vinicius Jr. or Mbappe or Lamau or those guys do, but he did it every day, and the man was amazing. When I saw him playing when he was playing at Inter, and I loved Inter. And then a few years later, when Sir Alex Ferguson started taking Manchester United through their paces, and they became Manchester United with Beckham and Stam and all those guys. Before Rooney was there, before R7 was there, you know, when they were the team, they had the Neville boys, and they had all those guys. I started watching Man U then, and I fell in love with Man U because they won, and the players were awesome, and there were other guys on other teams that I liked, um, but it was Man U, and we got a lot of that because they were doing so well. They were shown here. This game came out. I picked this game up, and I started playing Championship Manager back in '95. I think the first one of this was like '92. They had like a Champ Manager '92. Might have been '91. I can't remember the earliest ones. I didn't see it then, and I was big into like football and baseball. And there was a game out called Earl Weaver Baseball. And Earl Weaver was an amazing manager for the Baltimore Orioles back in the day. And I started playing that game, and I played different football games, and there was there were different games that were a lot better than some of the games you get now that allowed you to do a lot more things than you can't do. That some of the games nowadays don't let you. But they didn't really have a game, and then I found this game, and I've always loved football or soccer. Being an American, it's soccer. Loved it to death. Always wanted to play. I played some intramurals in college. I was a goalkeeper. I'm 6'3" and 3/4, almost 6'4". Um, my arms with my arm, I like my arm span is like 6'6" from tip to tip. So I made a great goalie. I took up a lot of size, and I wasn't bad at it, even though I was very uncoordinated. I was actually pretty good in goal, and I loved watching. I just love the game. It's my stepdad's like, I can't watch soccer. I can't watch that game. It doesn't make any sense to me. I said, it's the same as watching a baseball game. It's strategy. He says, there's not enough goal scoring. I'm like, That's the point. That's the whole point to it. You know, you don't want to. I love the Western games that come out like 5-4, 5-5. They have the go to penalties or whatever in a cup game or whatever. But those games that are 1-0 or nothing nothing or 2-1 or those real low scoring games to me are amazing because it's not just the it's the chess game. You know, soccer football is a chess game. It's not checkers. It's a chess game. The whole the whole nuances and stuff that go on in a game and the strategy that's in it that you see build up on a team is what makes it fascinating to me because I'm into that kind of stuff. I love to think about the strategy and to go and say, this is amazing. I made the tactic up that I'm using based off of some other tactics, but I basically what had happened was I was using a four, I was using a four one, 4-1-2-1-2 or no 4-1-4-1-2-2-2. I was like in a 4-2-2 or something like that. It came out where I had two guys up front, two. I guess it was a wide version of the 4-3-3. I had two guys up front and one playing in the middle, and not as a shadow striker. I was playing this weird formation, and I think I got it from Mega Dad, and I actually had like five good scorers, and I'm thinking, man, I need to get these guys on the field. I don't want them complaining, but I need more scores. And I decided, well, I'm going to change this. I'm going to put three guys up front. I'll put three strikers up front instead of having because the original one I did is I had two strikers and that's what it was. It was a 4-3-3. I had two strikers and a shadow striker, and then three midfielders across the middle, no, center midfielders and midfielders, and then four in the back. And I liked that, and it was great because you had it good. But when I got the extra striker, and I couldn't find a good replacement for my shadow striker. I'm thinking, well, this don't make any sense. Let's try this, and we put an extra guy up front, and I moved instead of having them three midfielders, I moved the two up to attacking midfielders, and I was like, ooh, this works good, and it started winning. And this is a great lower league tactic that I'm using because there are a lot of things in the lower leagues that they're not gonna, players will, they're good or whatever, but they're not gonna get and be able to defend it because most of the time in the lower league teams use a 4-4-2, and it's not very good for defense. It doesn't do very well for that. Hertford St. Margaret's has one of the leakiest defenses in the West Yorkshire League Premier Division, conceding 23. Wow, they're even worse than the other team. 23 goals in 8 matches. That is terrible. We will never do another friendly until next season now. Eckersley didn't leave. Good. Um, so I've been a Man United fan. The very first game I ever started playing this, I was playing with my daughter, who she liked it too, and we played it. And we didn't play in England. We actually played in Scotland, and I was Partick Thistle, and she was Livingston. And I don't remember what year that was, but the player that there was a I can't remember his name now. It's been too damn long. But they had a really good goalkeeper and they had a really good forward up front. And I don't remember their names now. And I've gone back looking at the rosters that are online that you can get, and I can't find them. I can't remember the names. Ain't no names dinging in. I remember some of them from back then, but they're not the ones I want. But it used to be so much fun. And back then, I didn't know as much as I do now, and I didn't watch soccer or football as much, and I didn't get because after like playing this game and watching the best. If you want to play this game and you want to learn, the best way to do it is go on Twitch, find streamers that are streaming, and watch them because it's kind of like there's no specific way you have to play this game. It's not a game that you have to play a specific way. This is truly a world sandbox game. As soon as you load your when you first load it up, there's three options you can load up. You can load up the original way to play, which gives you the database that is set up on June 3rd of 2024 or 2023 gives you the players to where they were, how they were. That's the way it is. It's set up that way. You can play the real world one, which will do the same thing, but it automatically for the first year does all the transactions as they actually happen. So Mbappe at the end of the year will go to uh, is he at Real Madrid? Yeah, he went to Real Madrid. So he was at PSG, then he went to Real Madrid. That will happen in the game. And then you have the other one. I can't remember what it's called, but it's your basically it's your world. It does nothing. Everything in it is just it's set it up the way it is in the original, and no other transactions happen, and nothing happens. So you don't have to, it's like it doesn't, it lets you build your own world. And as soon as you load the database, even if you load the database, it's the original database and you stay with what teams were those days originally, everything you do after that changes it. It's now your world. It has nothing to do with the real world. Yes, you can go out and they actually are, there's sorted out. There's a site called Sorted Out that is a place where creators go and they put up all the different things and you can download all the downloads for it. And on Sorted Out, they have an up to date. I think the last update was February. They should probably soon be doing a new one because the end of the year, pretty much everywhere in Europe is over with. And they're the Champions League final is in the 31st, which is Saturday. And there's another. I forget what else is going on that day, but there's another. I think FIFA's doing something because if you're not familiar with UEFA, UEFA is the European football. I can't remember what the E and the A stand for. European or football, United Football Europe Association or something. I forget what it stands for, but it's the major ruling class that all the clubs in like Europe are part of, and Asia, and I think they're all involved in it too. And then you have FIFA, which is the other group that if you're not part of UEFA, you're part of FIFA. And they are always constantly at war with each other. They don't work together well, and they don't play with together well. So there's that. You have the FIFA World Club Cup, which is going on sometime soon, and you have the UEFA Champions League. I kind of don't have the Champions League like a normal Champions League in my world because I found a worldwide Champions League. So you have like it's almost like the World Cup, but with Champions League. Every team from everywhere can play in this thing. So it's one of those things where it's cool as hell, and I like it. It also puts the Nations League, so you basically have the World Cup happening every year with the Nations League. And yeah, it gives you when you get higher up and you've got players that are in, that have to go through and do uh, different that are like for when you have players that are playing for their nations teams, you have actual breaks in the Premier League. They'll have actual breaks where there's international break where they'll have teams where you won't play at all that because all their players are on international break. Then again, if you miss a game, that's where they put the game. If you have a game that has to be replayed, that's where they put the game. So you can get into trouble if you're playing in like let's say you're playing in a FA Cup and you're Manchester City or Manchester United or any of the Premier teams, and you have half your squad, half your starters or all your starters play for their international teams, and you happen to get a game that gets postponed or you have to. We're not doing well. Our under 18s are not doing well. We did get a win. Who the hell did we beat? We did beat Spennymoor Town, tied Bashford, Farsley Celtic, or Celtic, however you want to say it, Brackley Town, and Alverchurch under 18s. But we got beat by Darlington under 18s, Bruxton. These teams are all. That's so messed up. But this is under 18 league, and I'm happy. If we get close to, if we don't finish in dead last, I'll be happy with that. But I don't really worry about it because our under 18 is not a great team. It's not a strong team. And we have only had one intake. So the first intake they gave us, there were a few players like Mr. Pickering and Alex and Paige and um, our new guy, and those guys were good, but the second one didn't really give us a whole bunch of great players. Gave us some very good players, but they're not great players. And I'm afraid the one that's coming up in, we should be getting in about 2 weeks on game. I'm hoping we're going to have a ton of players. I'm not counting on it though. Arsenal, Arsenal, Arsenal. Man, you just did. I haven't really kept up with. Once I started playing this game, I don't really keep up. I mean, I get news like Zealand, the main. Basically, he's like the big American FM creator. He does Zealand. He does Zealandisms. He goes and visits. Like he's been to Iceland. He's been to. Oh, here we go. Yeah, you're spam. Yeah, you can listen in, but you ain't getting to talk to you. That's what I do. They call me up and they give me spam calls. I just answer the call and let it listen. Bye bye. Dumbass. I swear these people kill me. They call you and they don't even know what they're calling you for. All right, can I speak to Eric Cross? Nope, you can't. He don't live here no more. I don't know why I did all that. I just did that for no reason. But yeah, like I get anytime I get a spam call, I'll just turn it on and usually set it beside the fan or put it somewhere that's making like my PlayStation will make a lot of noise. I'll set it beside the PlayStation and let it make that noise. Sometimes they'll stay on for 30 seconds, sometimes a little bit longer, but I don't ever talk to spam calls. But yeah, this that's the great thing about this game and what makes it so interesting is like I said, you want to learn to play the game, go watch guys like Clates, Work the Space, Second Yellow Card, Dr. Benji, Zealand, uh, Tom FM, Omega Luke, Rob, Robbo. There's so many creators, and it's it's not like it's not one of the most streamed games, but there's a good, very strong community of streamers. And there's uh, Tony Jameson, who used to be a rock and roller. I can't remember which band he was in, but he now does this, and he does a podcast about it, and he simulates stuff, and he does stuff. And one of the things I'm going to do is I'm in the process. I do upload all my um, VODs to my YouTube, but I am going to do once I get everything figured out with the um, if I'm going to keep it the way it is, or if I'm going to get the other computer going and use it for the OBS or whatever, and I can get my office basically. I'm in my living room. My TV's over there. I'm sitting at I've got an old kitchen table that I got from the neighbor who passed away. They left it outside to be taken, and I took it, put my one monitor on there. I've got a two-door stool that I keep this monitor on. Computer's behind it. It's about this freaking big. Literally, that's all the bigger the computer is. It's not a very big computer. Camera on top of that. Phone here. I need to get my laptop reset up because I don't think I'm the other laptop, my Chromebook, set back up so that I can actually use it. Because what I'm going to do is I'm going to start doing my twitching on there when I'm doing, because I can do what I used to do. When I had my laptop, I would twitch. I'd play PS4 and I'd have my laptop on and I'd be going through other people's streams. I can't do that right now because the only one I have to use is the laptop or the computer I'm using or my phone, and I can't do both. And I need my phone to be able to see everything that goes on in my Twitch. So right now I'm kind of working on getting that redone. But yeah, I mean it's one of those things where you will learn by watching, but like anything else, um, I'm not going to tell you what you can and can't do in the game or what you should and shouldn't. I'll give you clues to what I do to make it so you'll see how I do things. And it may be, for me, it's the best thing to do because it's the way I've done it for literally the year and a half I was not streaming. I was waiting on getting these computers. I've been trying to get this set up since January. I bought, I ordered some laptops from uh, Timu or whatever the one it was. I ordered some laptops, $50 a piece, $104 total. They were supposed to get sent out. They sent me a tracking code and they went to Arizona. Wrong tracking code. Got money back for that. I bought another computer offline. I'm sitting there, didn't pay attention to it. It said it was, I just looked at it. It looked like it was good. It was a Chromebook. Can't use it. I kept it because I figured, you can do Linux on it and do that. I'm not a Linux person. I don't feel like looking into Linux. I loaded the Linux and the Linux environment and then couldn't get it to work the way I wanted to. So that went out the door. And then my brother had he owns properties and the house over in Freeport. The people moved out, and I'm thinking, yeah, we're good to go. And no, the computer lasted for about 4 days, and then it died. And then I'm panicking because I'm about to do. I'm upset. I tried to put the dual thing on it. It didn't work, and I'm like, man, now I'm back to this. And then I go up to my dad's to do some work one day, and he said they had to take the computer out of my mom's, and I'm like, okay, so let's make a trade. So I was going to give him a lap. I was going to give him the other book and get this, but I don't think it's going to work for her. So we're going to end up getting her a laptop, and I'm going to have to pay him some money for this box. But it's perfect, and it's doing exactly what it's supposed to do. So that's where we are now, and I'm like, ugh. But yeah, there's a lot of games that people play that are open world games that aren't really open world games. Like ESO is an open world game within its own world. Um, this is an open world game within the real world because you can you can play in any of. I mean, there are so many leagues that you can. I can go down to level 20 in England with what I have downloaded. We started at level 12. I could go all the way down to level 20. They are all completely amateur Sunday league, men's league, amateur teams. There's nothing there. But there are players all the way down to that you can go in and get. And some of them are actually real. And it's cool because when you go down that far and you find those players, you can be the stories that this game tells as you go on are crazy. Um, you'll find a player like we have Elam's on this team. He's one of my he's not the best. He's one of my strikers, but I've had him in other leagues and he does really well. He didn't do so great in the first season, but then he was hurt, I believe, for a little bit, and he didn't get to play all the time. But he still did halfway decent, and this year he's doing pretty decent again as my third striker. I went out and got Kyle Riley and I got Mo Bangura, and on this game in this save, Alan Page is the story because he's a really good 17-year-old, not a wonder kid, but he's a very good prospect that is actually doing very well for us, and he's been playing since last year. So he started playing when he was 16, and he's actually got himself a starting position. I did not fill his position so that he could have that start, and he could do that because I want to see how well we can bring him up. They're not doing the youth academy, all the stuff down at the bottom of this, and this is the complicated part of it. The youth academy and all that stuff is involved. I mean, you take care of everything for your team. You do the hiring of the staff. You do the hiring of the players. You determine you hire the right staff to make your team, and you put the staff where they're supposed to be. Like you got to get a goalkeeper coach and a set piece coach, and you got to get the scouts and the trainers and the medical people and the data analysts and the technical directors and the assistant coach and the general manager, and you got to get all the right ones. And when you're in the lower leagues like this, you don't get great ones, and you got to kind of like up them as you go, and they'll help you. The board will help you, and you'll get better players as you go on. And you'll do this, and it gets better and it gets stronger and it gets easier to do and better to do as you go on. But the stories that unfold, like Alan Page, he started out as a guy that came in. He has he's a three silver star with the potential to go to a 5-star player. he's wanted now because people are they actually have people bid for him, but he's sticking around, and we're playing him every day. And in this game, to improve your players, you have to play them all the time. They have to play in important matches, and first team matches are important matches. Um, Under 18 matches are not. So I could put him on the under 18, and they'll play more matches than we do. I think we're playing. How many matches are we playing this year? I'm not even sure, but I can tell you in a second. We are playing 30 matches this year. There's 15 teams. We play everybody twice. There's 30 matches to be played, which is 8 more than we played last year. So they're going to get 8 more matches, and it'll be that much better. Alan Page has gone up some, and he's gotten better. And he's getting better because I'm actually putting my faith in letting him grow. I don't have to do that. I could have signed somebody that's a 5-star player or a 4-star player for his position, but I think he's got potential, so I'm going to let him play. And yeah, it is a very complicated game. There are a lot of nuances to the game. If you've never played a team building game, um, then yeah, this game can be very intimidating. The nice thing is you don't have to do any of that. You don't have to um, you don't have to do all of that stuff that you can do in this game can be given off to the AI. I highly do not recommend that because the AI in this game is kind of dumb. You'll find some that are really really good, but in the most cases they're not. Um, so I guess I guess saying it's football manager is a misnomer because it's not really football manager. It's more like football owner manager without being the owner. And I really wish they would add that in that you could actually own the team, and but I get it. They don't want to do that. You might as well though because you're doing everything an owner does in the most part. Your technical director and your scouts are going to, you can recommend in real life. A manager is going to recommend that stuff to people, but they're not going to go in and you might make a promise to a player and you tell the technical director or the, uh, whoever's doing the negotiations, be it the owner. You'd say, look, we talked to this guy and he's going to come here, but he wants to do this. You're going to give them those options. Doesn't mean they're going to do it. And it very rarely is even Alex Ferguson, or Pep Guardiola or those guys like that are not sitting in on the. They may sit in on occasion, like whoever's in charge at I can't remember who's in charge at Barcelona, but when they sign uh, Mbappe, I guarantee you their coach might have been in on the thing because he's such a high profile player, but he didn't have that much influence. You do. Yes, you can set it up so it don't. I don't recommend it because the people who do that you can do, like we were talking yesterday about the different game types you can play. There is one called being a technical director where you put your like I would not set up anything other than the players. I don't set up I don't do anything other than sign the players, and I let my assistant coach be the manager. I don't play any games. I simulate all the way through, like I did for that one there. I do a fast thing. I don't do it at all. I let them do it. I let them decide everything. And then you go on vacation for a month or a week or whatever, and your assistant coach does everything. So you do that and you can get them to players, but you can also have it where you don't do any signings of players and you let the technical director do everything. And they are lousy at it. They don't sign players. They don't give you, they will sell your best players when you don't want to sell your best player. And your hands are tied because you don't do it. There's so many different ways you can play this game, and that's what makes it so unique. Is it's one of those games where you can play it how you want to play it, and you don't have to play it the same every time. You don't play it the same as everybody else. For example, I will, for me, I will, I will, I use them, but I really don't. Doesn't matter because they really don't work. The touchline shouts, they do nothing. There's only a couple of them that actually work. But the problem with them is if we're in the middle of a game right now and we're at the 15-minute mark and I put in a technical and I tell it to do a something where it berates them because they had a bad play. put it in at 15 minutes, it might not be done on the game until 25 minutes. And they may have done something good. They may have scored a goal. And you're sitting there, it's just, they just don't work. And then the team comes back going, what the hell did you do that for? They get pissy. So, there's a bunch of stuff in this game that I do different than other people. I don't sell my players. Even up higher, when I get up higher, I don't sell my players at 30. A lot of people who do these simulations and stuff, they will not keep their players past 30 because I don't know if it's just it's not an ageism thing. It's just that that's when people start to get worried about their players. Play a lower league, play a lower level save sometime, and get the players that are the best players. They're all over 30, and they all play well. And like a striker, the strikers don't hit their prime. I've got uh, Alan Page. Okay, he's a winger. He's my outside. He's my left side attacking midfielder, and he's only 17 years old. He's a 2-3 star silver, which means he's got a lot of improvement that he can do. But he's 10 years away from his prime. Okay? He's going to get better, he's going to get better, he's going to get better. There's a lot of improvement he can do. But he's still 10 years before he'll be in his prime. So, at 27, if you hit your stride at 27, you start to become your prime player. That usually lasts for about 5 to 10 years. You can get a person that might hit their prime at 25 and last until they're 35. Look at Ronaldo. Look at Messi. Messi hit his prime about his mid-20s, and he's still playing, and he's still better than most players in the world. He's probably still the greatest player in the world right now. And he's 40. I mean, to sit there and go, well, I've got Lionel Messi, and he turned 30. Why would I get rid of him? And you're just like, it just doesn't make any sense. But they do it because that's how they've always played the game. And I don't do that. I will check, especially if I've got a player that has like how you determine how long they're going to last is through their rating for natural fitness. Their natural fitness, determination, a couple other things will let you know if they're going to be able to stay there. And until they're like, if you get a player that gets to a 12 natural fitness and stays there, and you play them and you notice that they're able to play most games and not get real tired. Tiny Tina, what's up? How you doing, Tiny? Thank you for coming in. I hope you're having a great day. Get the husband to get some stuff. Tell him to get his butt home and get his stuff done. I'm so glad I'm not married anymore. It was a fun experiment for about 14 years. I got cheated on, and that was that. I'm done. I don't really care. But yeah, we're having, that's the best part of this game is finding these players and building these players up and seeing if, since he's 17 years old, lower level player, he's probably not going to be great. If I went to a team like Manchester United, and right now, like I said, he's three silver, which you do up to 5 silver, and then they turn it to gold, and it's up to 5 gold is the best they can have. He's right now as a lower level League 12 player. He's a 3 silver star up to a 4.5 to 5 gold player. So he could become a superstar. Chances are he's not going to become a superstar. And if I went to a team like Manchester United and took them over and scouted him with their scouts, he may only be a 1 silver to a 3 silver and may never look that good. But being a lower level team, it's amazing. So there's always different things you got to look at. There's always different things that you can say, well, this is cool, and the game's a lot of fun to do that. So we're gonna play this game with Littletown, not Littleton, Little Town. They're 13th ranked. We are still number one in the league. Then we have another game a couple days later. I don't know why there was a gap like that. That shouldn't have happened. I hate when they do that. Scheduling on this is not good. They want Bob Johnson. Andy Johnson can actually go. If he wants to go, he can go because he's a two-star. I mean, he will get playing time, but he's not getting any better. Gun's actually getting a little bit better on his marking, but nothing major. So, one of those kind of things. But we'll get there. No! You little prick! Man, you see this crap? The boy gets hurt and he leaves. Oh, you little prick! He left me! Oh, I'm not happy about that. But, let's see. We're going to go into here. We got to pick up oh, man! That is just not cool. Little bastard, he left me. The little bastard left me. Now I got to go find a player. I mean, I could leave him in there, but I definitely don't want to leave that position like that. Riley stayed, but Ngungby left me. I can't believe he left. I can't believe he left. And they signed him and he's hurt. That just don't make no sense. Yeah, and that was one of my better. But that's the problem with this because they're not. We're a semi-pro team, and you start out as an amateur, and you go to semi-pro, which means you can offer semi-pro contracts. Unfortunately, for some reason, my game does not want to sign regular contracts to start out, so they don't have regular contracts. So they're pretty much still amateur players playing with. Look at that goalkeeper. Wouldn't he be nice to have? I won't be able to sign him. I still have like $15,000 I could spend on my. I was going to be without him for 7 to 8 weeks, so it's not like I'm in a rush to sign somebody for him yet. I want to see how our boy does there that I brought in. I'm very unhappy about that though. Man, there's nothing I can do. I've already offered him contracts. I could offer him better, but I don't want to do that because they already signed to play for a fee. And it just sucks when it happens. But that happens in the lower leagues. But, he went there and immediately, if you seen that on there, he immediately went from being no value to us to a $2,000 to $5,000 value. Not great, but, now if they sell him, they'll sell him between $2,000 and $5,000. And that's what they'll do. You don't start getting valuation until you sign a real contract, be an amateur, part-time contract or a full-time contract. So all the players I have on my team, they don't have a valuation to what they're worth, so they can sign them on a free because I don't have a contract to get them. If they actually had a contract, I could then reject it. I can't reject it. I could actually reject it and say you can't have them and keep them, or I can set a valuation to what they're worth, and then they would be gone. A lot of contracts you can put in. Like the minimum release clause, which means that if a player, like for example, if let's say our boy Alex there, Page gets to be a 4-star player and still has room to improve to a 5-star. He might start out at worth nothing, but by the time I get to him, I might be able to give him a valuation of $1 million, which then means if he signs a contract when we get up to a higher level, he might sign a contract and he might want a minimum release clause of say $750,000. I have him valued at $1 million. If somebody comes in with that $750K, I can't stop him from signing. I can try to re-sign him, but I can't, offer him a new contract with a different thing, but I can't stop them from taking him. He has to be given the chance to go if he wants to. But until, once you put a valuation on a player, if they're on a 3-year contract, they ain't going nowhere unless you let them. So the balance in that is that you have to balance out what can happen to that player, and if that player, like for example, in my other save, I had made me up into like the biddy thing that we have going, that if you want to have a player in the game, there's four options. You can do the 500 bit level, which will get you a random player on a random team. You'll give you a random. It gives you a random position. You can name that person after you on a random team in any of the leagues that we have active. So you could be in the English league. You could be on my team. You could be on. You could end up being on Manchester United. But you don't get very much. We'll edit the name. We'll change the size and the weight if you want. We'll give them their name. And for 500 bits, they'll be whatever position, and they'll be. We'll do a few little things to make them so they'll have a little bit of a career, but it's not going to be like a major change. For 1,000, it's the same thing. It's a random player, or you get to be on a random team, a random position, but we'll do a little bit more to make you a little bit better. For 1,500 bits, you will then get to have a. You'll get to have a player, not a world-class player. You get to choose the team you want to be on. You get to choose the position you want to be, and we will edit you. What it's going to come down to is from 500 bits, it'll be a 1 to 50 number will be added to your potential, your PA number. So if you come in and you pick a team, if you get one of my players and using the editor we can see that. But if you get a player on my team and they say that says okay, so you want to be on my team, you want to be a goalkeeper, and you take the goalkeeper position over. They may have a number of say 20 for their potential. We'll do a random number 0 to 50 on my phone. I'll show you the random number. We'll add it to it for your potential. So if you get a 50, then you're now a 70, which makes you that much better of a player. On the second one, you'll get 0 to 100. On the third one, you can get up to 150, which makes you a pretty good player, but not a spectacular player. That's about where the bottom line is for Wonder Kids. For 2,000 bits, you can be a Wonder Kid. You will get to play on a team of your choice, in a league of your choice that are active, and we'll make a random number between 150 and 200, and that will be your number. So if you get like a 200, then you're like Messi level player. We will keep tabs on you. We will put you on the team you want to be on, and you go from there. So that's one of those things that is a lot of fun. It gets you involved in the game. If you got channel points and you feel like it, when we're in the middle of a game, there are three tactics that I can use for each game. I usually use the very first one, which is my tactic. But for like the 5,000 channel points, if you're feeling frisky and you want to see us change in the middle of the game, you can actually put that in there, tell me you did it, and then we will change the tactic only for that game. I don't know if I put it in there yet, but I'm thinking about a 10,000 biddy, or 10,000, not biddies. Yeah, 10,000 biddies. For 10,000 channel points, you can go in and you can have me change the tactic to the next one. We go 1, 2, 3, and we're on 1. So if for 5,000 in the middle of this next game, if you don't like what's going on and you want to screw with me, you can put the 5,000 bits or channel points in, and I'll change to number 2. If it happens again in a game, we'll change to number 3. We'll go through however many times. Don't like to do it. Don't usually do it. Hardly ever do it. But if it does, it does. If you want to make me change the thing in the game for then on until I do it again or I need to change it, you pay 10,000. I don't know if it's in the channel points, but do that one twice. And for now, I have to put it in there. I'm still adding things in. I'm still looking for a good bit thing. I want to add sounds, all that good stuff, but I haven't got around to it yet because I'm learning this as I go. I'm kind of working on it. Like I said, I got to do some. I need to do some changes in graphics and stuff. I'm going to add the LSW team banner to my Twitch thing, and I'm going to do. I want to put some LSW. Because I have 1, 2, 3 I can get rid of, and I need to come up with some new ones, and I need to make one that would be so badass. I need to find that. That one's never going anywhere, and that's the one thing that will be on my merchandise. And we may be doing some things with LSW and seeing about putting some little LSW stuff on the merch too, just because, if that's okay, and if not, we may even spend some, you know, get some foundation into that with that, because I have no problem with that. Um, but I'm still working on figuring out if I want to use the fourth wall, the one that they recommend through Stream Elements now, or if I want to change to the other one, because I really wasn't happy that they did that. And I'm not real happy that they did it and didn't tell me, because I would have known it, even when I'm not using it all that time. I would have known, because I always get my email, and I didn't see an email saying they were discontinuing their one and going with fourth wall. Now fourth wall got a lot of stuff. They got a lot of stuff, and I'm actually thinking about doing it. But I've got to, now that I've downloaded the GIMP thing, I can start working with the graphic again. Once I remember how to do it, it's one of those things where it's been a year and a half. I got to do it. I'm gonna start putting some. Uh, I mean, they got tons of stuff, plushies and all this good stuff that we can think about trying to get in there. And there's some good stuff, and they're decent pricing. And I don't try to gouge the prices on those. Um, we do a charity every month. This month, until the end of this month, we're doing the American Heart Association. Probably on Saturday night or Sunday, I'll look into what's going on in June. If there's a June one that is like an overall one that people usually do, like American Heart Association is in, I believe, the Heart Drive is in January. I've had this one on here forever because I just haven't been on to change it. So it's one of those things where we do what we do. Um, yeah, so we're in first place. We're 6.6 gold better than Ilkley Town reserves and Harrogate RA reserves. Now, again, I'm not sure those two teams can be promoted. There are only three uh, of those teams in this, because there's Narsborough Town reserves. I think there's the only ones that one in the top two are the only reserve teams or under 18 teams, which means that this is pretty much a 13 team race for the top. And it's cool that way, because now you start to get into positions where players where there's no teams that are reserves in that, and you don't have to worry about them anymore. But I'm not sure they can get promoted, and I won't know until we get to the March, April of next year. So this could be a race between us and these two, which we have a 1 point and a 2 point lead, or a 3 point. I'm sorry, 3 and 4. So the race will not get heated for another 2 months or so. As long as we keep winning, we're good. We can hope that we're going to keep winning. So we're going to see how this offense works this way. And you know what? If Mr. Jack here works out and he plays like that little contracts, that little sign right there, that CTR, that means all these guys have contracts. They all signed a contract. They don't have a contract I can give them. And when I go in to try to sign them, it does me no good because I can't sign them. So this is I forget which one this is. I think this is I don't remember. But we're going to use this one for now. And this is what it's going to look like going into the match. Each one of these has a different setup for the match too, so it'll look different. But, yeah, I had a bunch of stuff on my thing. I actually have a shirt that I bought from myself. And with the charity, what we usually do is I will make a shirt or something for the charity to go along with that month's charity. And what I do is I would make up, like the one I have is from the American Heart Association, and it's a long sleeve tee. It's got my little symbol there on the front, and on the back it had like an American Heart Association something on it that was across the top. It was like $25, $7 was the profit. At the end of the month, when you go to the charity one, if you buy the charity one, all the profits from the charity one go to the charity. So on the 3rd of the next month, that's usually when I change it. I don't change it on the 1st. I change it on the 3rd, because if I sell 10 of those shirts, that $70 profit would go into the charity, and I put that in when I get my Social Security into the charity through this, and then I change the charity on the next day. So we do that, and that's on every shirt that's sold for the charity. We're doing a little bit of different thing that I haven't put a thing on there yet, I don't think. But what we're going to do is we're doing a little thing where any donation that is made, and if you, I don't require donations, I don't ask for them. If you feel free, if you want to, you can hit the apostrophe donation, and it'll give you the link to the donation. Every donation that is made in a stream will, yeah, this one's just like the normal one. It don't have anything fancy on it. Every charity or every donation that is made, we will do a 50-50 drawing on that day. So, for example, if since you came up, Tina, if Tina would decide that she wanted to donate $10 to me today, from the time she donates until the end of the stream, for 100 bits you can buy a ticket. Everybody that buys a ticket will be put into a, and it doesn't matter if you just buy one. There's not going. I mean, the more you buy, the more tickets will be in with the chance, because we'll do like a random number, and we'll have the number in there, and if it's, you know, we'll figure out a way to do it so that if you buy more, you get a better chance of getting in. But there will be a random done, and at the end of the day, before it's done, we'll do a drawing, and whoever wins will get half the donation. It's my way to give back to people coming in and to benefit me too, because right now everything I get in donations, biddies, everything's going to go towards making the stream better. The payouts that I get, if you don't like the advertisements, I will apologize up front. But here's the deal: I don't ask for, I don't ask and beg for subscriptions, bits, donations. I don't ask for all that stuff. If you want to do it, I appreciate it, and I'm so happy you do. If you don't like ads, I'm sorry. I'm doing 5 minutes of ad an hour because that's how I make my money. Since I started streaming again, I've made $10, almost $10 in ads, and I've only been streaming for about 2 weeks. So I can, with just the advertising money, people coming to my stream and hanging out, and the advertising money, I can get enough to make the monthly, my monthly payout. That payout goes to improve the stream. This month's payout that I get next month, which I had $45 from before, I'm going to use that to buy the year pass, the game pass from, or the content pass from ESO, so that I'm able to do my ESO streams the way I want to. So, you know, there's all that. Subscribe if you don't like the ads. Do the Twitch Turbo. We make money from all that. If you have a Prime and you haven't given Prime subscription, you can use your Prime. It does the same thing. So, yeah, I'm the same way, Tina. I don't care about if I go to a place and watch ads, I go to a place and watch ads. We make money, you know, and I know how hard it can be. I'm on disability. I get paid once a month, and I am very limited to, you know, I get a little over $1,000 a month, and I pay $550 from my rent, and I pay about $100 for my water, and I pay $60 for my internet, and I pay $51 for my my electric. Okay, so I'm paying 120, 50, 170, 60, 200, 230 plus 550 is 800, 780. So at the end of the day, I have 880 out of my little. No, Bauer Laser scores that goal. Come on, fellas, what are you doing? You're killing me. So I usually have between $200 to $250 left over to pay for any extra food I need, any household supplies, cat food, cat litter for 7 cats. So I'm like, you know, I know what it's like to say, you know, if people don't want to donate and can't donate, and I understand that, and I don't want people to come into my stream and feel like, ooh, that was close, he was so close. So, you know, I don't ask for it. If you can, awesome. If you can't, just come hang out in my stream. You make me money. I mean, you know, if I've got 10 people coming in my stream all the time, and I know others are doing it, and I haven't really talked about it, but I am going to start looking to push for partner, because the only thing I need to do to be a partner is get the 75, and we're going to work on that hopefully. Yeah, it's been a while, and yeah, I know I'm not everybody's cup of tea, but I don't care. I will get there eventually. one way or the other. I'm getting there. So I have fun with it.
Fiddles it away. Good win of the ball.
Yep. You know what? I understand that completely. I don't have a day job either. There it is. Oh, look at my boy Elam's. Go, baby.
It's a whole different ball game now.
Oh, yeah, that was beautiful.
How they manage affairs from here.
No, don't do the fake. Go ahead and do it, man. I think that's one of the first ones we had somebody go to the side and do it. Oh, yeah, you screwed that up, big boy. And who'd he come from? And who'd he come from? Jack? See? I'm worried about my boy. I'm going to be leaving, and guess what? Jack just got his first assist for us as a starter. Woo-hoo, this is going to work out good. Loving it. We will change this again to see which one. I don't remember which one I'm using right now, to be honest with you. But this one, the skin I'm using here is basically what they did was they changed a lot of the outside stuff, but they left a majority of the original. Oh, come on, get that in there. No! What the hell was that? Did that that ball took a sharp right turn. Yeah, they that's the one thing I never will do. I don't care if I'm a full-time streamer and I'm a partner. I will never beg people like these people do for, they almost make it like you have to do this to be there. And I'm like, you know what? Ooh, what a save. That was pretty. Great deflection. Almost would have been a goal, too. I'm not happy that Jack is tired already, but that's okay. He'll make it through the first half. Oh, yeah, we're 30 minutes in. A penalty. Hello. Time to take the lead, boys. Let's go. Who's taking it? Can Elam get his brace? I know it's Elam. It is. Come on, baby. You got this. He's going right. Oh, he went left. What a goal is right. Woo-hoo-hoo. 2-1 us. I love this. I'm assuming that you can hear what they're saying. I'm assuming. But yeah, I don't know. I love this game. I play this game like yesterday. I got up in the morning and I started playing the game because I was trying. After I set everything up, I played this and then I went and I was doing the download. I played some of my other save, my offline save, for a little bit after my ESO set. Went up and helped my dad. Came back, finished setting up my game. Played a little bit of it. Then I started playing the night when I did last night because I needed to make sure everything was working right, and it did, and I was so happy. So 2-1 at the lead. Let's see, we got 10 shots to their 3, 4 on target to their 2. We got a XG of 1.6. This is what's killing me, man. We are just not possessing the ball, and that is a bad thing. We are not possessing the ball at all. Yeah, we are not. We are started at 35. If we can get that to 45, I'll be happy, but I ain't counting on it. All right, let's see. He's going to come out right now. Colin's coming out. We're going to put in. Who are we putting in here? Mr. Fenton.
Plays it out to the flank.
Ooh, this isn't good. Eggersley.
Played in deep. Timely intervention. Yeah, the confidence we can admire. The decision making we can't.
Why in the hell did I do that? I don't even know. That was not what I wanted to do. What are you doing? All right, Brody. This could be a bad thing. I'm giving my whole right side or my whole left side of my whole left side is changing, but come on, Enums, you got to get it over there. Slot it. No. He's going to run the whole freaking way. What the fuck? Wow. Give the man a little bit of praise.
The whistle has gone.
Yellow card. Card his ass. They didn't.
Ball driven towards the far post. And no, he couldn't find the finish.
So close. Woohoo. What's up, Amy? The other Amy. There's too many Amy's. There's Amy's everywhere. What's up, Amy? How you doing?
Whipped in. Crossbar comes to the rescue.
That, of course, was us. We are playing. I got no more substitutions. I substituted everybody out. Couldn't do it. Had to get them out too early.
Forward it goes.
Yeah, so I mean, anybody can change the skins. It's just a matter of doing what you want to do with it. But I don't know enough about the way it works to do the changing. But basically, what this one that I'm using here did was they took it and they changed. They basically changed some of the stuff, but they didn't change everything, and they left the rest of it just like the regular football manager stuff.
That was a wicked hit. Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
Let's go, guys. You got 30 minutes. Let's go. 32 minutes. Let's go. I am. I hope you're having a good day. Thank you for coming in. I appreciate it. Wow, dude. What the hell was that? I'm glad that was him. I don't know if I should change those yellow, green, and whites, or if I should change them to some other color. So yeah, the trick is trying to find, like, there's a way that you can, like, I downloaded a trophy pack which gives us the trophies different. They actually have the real pictures of the real trophies, and they're not all the same. I downloaded a logos pack because the logos weren't right. Manchester United's never right in this because... Oh, that's beautiful. But they're going to call offsides. Of course they are. I kind of doubt he was offsides, but... And they're not going to show. Oh, no, they're not going to show it. Of course not. Why would they? Nice steal. Way to pick it up. Oh, you got 4 on 3. 5 on 3. Get it! No, come on, get it to the middle guy, man. You had it. What the fuck?
Make an impression here once more.
Nicely done. Ryan White, that might be his first goal.
How confident
Hello.
Backed himself all the way.
Second, third game, first goal. That's why he could be. He's playing a fullback, but he can play winger, and he can play up front. So that was beautiful. Yeah, you had no chance. We got a team that's just getting ready to go places. This will keep us in first place. I thought that would bring that up. I wasn't sure though.
Crisp and sharp.
3-1. Oh, that's good.
Found his man. Build momentum.
Nice try.
Out to the left it goes.
Let's go. Come on, D. You got 11 minutes or 21 minutes. Ooh, that's bad luck.
The weight on the ball was just perfect, and if only they could have come up with a finish to match. Try cutting inside here.
Yeah, you hit the post a lot, you hit the crossbar a lot. This, for whatever reason, the offsides is getting called a lot.
Excellent challenge.
The only thing I'm thinking is, if it's not what I've downloaded, it might be the fact that this is something I totally disagree with, and I do not think that it's cool that they do this, but Sports Interactive is who has this. SI, they get the like, next year we're gonna actually get the entire Premier League will be, they'll have the rights to the entire Premier League, so that means that they get to do all of everybody. Manchester United, who never was on here, will be on here. Normally when you download the game and put it in there, all the right ones are in there, but the Manchester United one is just left blank. So in order to get the right one, you have to download a logo pack, which I've gotten, but it's not a real logo pack because it's not legal to put the copyright. Oh my goodness, that could have been bad. Paige, what are you doing, brother? You're supposed to take that ball in and score. But like the badges and the stuff for like Shire, they're real. I can get it down. I can download a um, kit pack
Has it out
that
wide and
might
in
give them a
space.
kit, but I don't
To
think it
build on
does.
that. Forward it goes.
And I would have to use it to get the right kit on them before before the regular season, before I start the game, because it won't put them.
Sharp movement
There's one that does
Needed
down
to be
to level 12, which is what we start in,
timely
but
intervention,
I don't know
making
if
himself an
we'll give it
outlet
to
there.
them after they've moved up.
Deliver a better ball. Now then.
That man's offsides. Do not even count that goal. If you count that goal, I'm gonna be
Made his
pissed
mind
because
up very
he was
quickly and
offsides
just
worse
didn't
than
wait
my
for
guy was offsides the last time.
Oh, strongly challenged
That's
there.
terrible.
And it's played forward.
He is off. Look how far offside he is. He's standing almost in the 6-yard box alone with everybody else, but there's no way. There's no way he's onside. Look at this. They're both off. He's offside by a ton. That is crap.
Glorious.
Oh my god. That is terrible. Rip off. Come on, Cameron. What the fucking hell? Son of a bitch. Oh no, we lost somebody. Hang on. Sorry about that. That's what happens when the camera dies. No! Riley, what are you? He's injured. No, this is not cool. So we're going to change it up to that formation. Damn. I ran out of substitutes, so I can't do nothing with him. I can't put him in. The damn camera fell, and it's my voice now. So we lost the there, but that's not good that we lost Riley. Nice thing is,
Clever pass.
all right, you got no time left, and you're in the lead. Do not let them score a goal.
And there is still work to be done.
I'm very unhappy that they scored that second goal and was not called offsides. That was terrible.
Takes a look up. Deliver a better ball. Oh, brilliant goal! How confident was that? Backed himself all the way.
Well, it should be 3-2. We should not have tied this game. I'm going to protest this. That was
Towards
horrible.
the flank.
They gave him a damn goal. It should not have been a goal. That man was offsides by a ton. Hell, he got a guy offsides there too. Oh, he went back, but he was offsides when the ball came towards the goal.
Sensational.
I'm sorry, that's just bad. I don't want to see it again. You better get the ball back and score a goal. I mean,
Build momentum.
we're already a minute over. Just blow the whistle. Blow the whistle. This is ridiculous. If they score another goal in this game, I'm
Nicely
done.
measured
I'm gonna be
pass.
so pissed
Managed
off.
to get it away. To build on that.
Now they'll blow
Played
the
early.
whistle. Watch. He'll blow the whistle here.
Tries to stroke it forward. And he heaves it forward.
Come on, Paige. You can get there, baby. Let's go.
There's the whistle. He's been given offside.
What? That's... Oh, yeah, you're going to call him offside, but you won't call the offside guy that scored the goal offsides. That was a total ripoff. Total freaking ripoff. That should not have happened. That's terrible. That's what you call a true FMing. Is when the game just screws you over. We had a 2-1 lead at halftime and get a tie 3-2 because they gave them an offside goal that should not have been a goal. Yet they took away a goal and a chance for me with 2 offside calls. I can't say the last one was a bad call on offside because I couldn't see the rest of the field. So I don't know that it was offside. But that was terrible. That was freaking terrible. Ooh, I might try that and see. I don't think it'll let me do that. All right, I'm going to take a quick break. I'm going to go get some refresh my coffee, and I will be back in a few moments. Hang tight. coffee, 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 coffee. Yo, thanks for waiting, thanks for sticking around, guys. All right, thanks for hanging out, Tina, and I appreciate the lurk, no problem. Hope you guys have a good dinner. Can't believe we tied that freaking game. That was terrible. And I thought I had this done. I thought I had the one-on-one in. Turns out I didn't. So that was the classic 24 dark. Man, I don't think it's this one. It might be this one. This one's gonna be a weird color. It's purple. It's a weird purple. We're gonna switch to this one and see what happens. I think this one, I don't remember what this one looks like in the tactic screen. This is not the one I want because I don't like that one. Tried that, didn't like it. I'm gonna end up going with one of these ones I already used. I just haven't really used them. I think his is the same way. Yes, I'm being a bit of a diva. I'm being a diva when it comes to this, but I like the things I like, and I want to be able to see what the hell I'm doing. See, there's a difference in that, and I mean, it's okay. That one's not bad, I guess. What's the homepage look like? Yeah, see, he did the same thing. There's not really a whole lot of difference changes to it, and they didn't really do a lot with it, but that's the Clates one. It's the one I used from so long ago. I started using this on my laptop because it was the best one I could get from my laptop. I had the perfect one yesterday, I just don't remember which one it was. That don't look too bad, I guess. Could be better. Whoa, what's all that? Oh, okay, that's not bad. Home page looks like that. And the major one, the other one we are on all the time, is the tactic screen. So he did change stuff on this one, but just not a lot. Man, how long is he out for? How long is he out? 2 to 3 weeks, of course. If I'd have went here, they'd told me that. Should not have drawn. That is not what should have happened. So we got 2 days. I'm not going to be able to sign another striker in that time, I don't think. And I think Mr. Moth is going to actually get a chance to start in his place. I love me coffee. 2 big old cups of it today. Oh, wow. Yeah, I'm just looking. I'm just looking with the different things here I've got. I don't know. I'm just throwing some things up there. Just throwing things around. What the hey? They're fun. I gotta get some LSW ones. I got one. I want to see if I can get it to work that way, but try to get my son to help me is like pulling teeth because he's being a. Yep, that's what happens, I guess. Man, we'll figure it out. I will figure it out. I just don't like these because they look hazy. I don't want it to look hazy. I like the fancy ones that look dark. Is that going to make a difference? I mean, is it really going to make a big difference? Because, I mean, I got people I can put in there if I want to. Even Moth drops down, but that's because of the position. And I can change him to a different position. I do not like a setup role. Why are you putting him in setup role, you idiots? That is not how they're supposed to be. Poacher, and I do not want him as a setup, as a freaking support. He's supposed to be attacking. That just hurts us, though. I mean, it does, but not really. I don't think Promise can play there, can he? He's an attacker, just not a striker. But I don't really need a striker. I've got. Probably do need a. I'm gonna give Chukwuma Promise. Got a game coming up in like a minute. That's not the one we're using though. I'm sad. I can't remember which one it was I used that I thought was so badass. I guess it was that one. It had to be this one. It had to be the Just 24. I don't know. I don't remember. I'll delete half of these tonight and find more. That's what I do. That's what I do. And that's why I don't like it. Doesn't give me my stars that I want. We'll see how it goes. Yeah, it's just not what I want completely. We'll fight through it and we'll see how it goes. And very unhappy. Now we played the 16th team. They're only terrible. Hopefully we can beat these guys. Oh, this is the last place team, so yeah, we should be able to beat these guys. I hope. If we don't beat these guys, there's gonna be a problem. Even though it's a 2 days, it's a 2 day return time, so you know, kind of sucks. I hate when that happens. They're Ross Barry Murphy is their coach. That kind of looks like me a little bit. If I had my dark hair again, cut this off, I could kind of look like that. Spike the hair on top, which is I'm trying to do, but it's not doing. So yeah, I know. It's one of those things. We have more plumbing work to do for my bathroom because the damn pipe in there is leaking again. I'm gonna have to fix it. My dad fixed the damn thing. And when he fixed it, he put it down this far below the ceiling. So I'm actually gonna have to go in and cut the pipe that's leaking out, and then raise that other pipe up about that much, so it pulls it all up into the roof, so I can actually put the ceiling boards back up. Once it's fixed, he put it together and he didn't seal it right, so there's a part in it where it leaks. And I've tried to spray stuff. I put tape on it. It was working fine. Now it's doing it again, and I don't know why. I hate when things don't go the way they're supposed to, and I gotta fix them. Cause this is not my job. But I'm gonna get some money off what I owe my brother. Watch and see. Because if I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna do it. But it's gonna get charged regular rates. Not gonna be for the 15. Because we usually do work for my brother and my dad for like $15 an hour, which is above minimum wage, but not what we could be. Because shoot, you try to hire somebody to come in here and try to clean out a house that's been abandoned or left. They moved out and left stuff. They're gonna charge you an arm and a leg. They're not gonna do it cheap. But I owed my brother some money from the first of the year because of the weather, yeah, the situation. Ravi. Rampage. Monster Hunter Stories. That game is so weird. That game just cracks me up. How you doing today, Rev? Hope you're having a good day. I am good. I'm having fits trying to figure out which damn thing I want to use here to make the game look right. Just throwing the fits all over the place. We tied in a game we shouldn't have tied. I'm having a bad day when it comes to that. But other than that, I'm having a good day. I got some work to do on the some stuff I'm gonna add. I gotta figure out how to put that little fancy stuff that everybody does, like down around the edges. I gotta figure. I'm still figuring stuff out. So no problem. Anytime somebody comes in, they get a shouty. And by the way, if you like shout outs, and you want to shout out yourself, all you have to do, if I forget to do it, is hit the exclamation point SO space the @ and your name or the name of anybody you think needs a shout out that is streaming at the time that could. I know, but I don't want to do that because I want to know. I want to know how to do it now. I'm not a patient person, but I'm probably gonna end up doing that because I want to add the little. I want to fancy things up because now is the time to fancy things up. But yeah, we got the stream team stuff I want to add and all that good shit. And to do it, I got to figure it out. And I got downloaded the stuff to do it. Change some of the graphics, but the problem is they're not PNG files, and I've got GIMP, which I haven't used in like almost 2 years, and I am clueless. I can't remember, so I'm gonna have to do that after that. So it's gonna have a busy because I won't be doing any streaming tonight because tonight's AEW Dynamite, and it's the follow-up show to Double or Nothing, which was a great show for the most part. Had a couple things I wasn't real happy about, but it is what it is. But yeah, we'll be doing that this today. So I'll be doing a lot of playing around on the two screens today, going, which screen am I supposed to be on? I'm confused. I don't know what I'm doing. But yeah, I'm gonna add that. I'm gonna add the banner to my Twitch because I have the W one, which I took out because I don't need it, and I'm not. I wanted to partner with W, and I just never got around to doing anything to partner with W. And I got to get the ability to. I want to add a link to the LSW Discord. I have one for. I don't even use my Discord, so I don't include mine anymore. I also know that I'm going to start doing some stuff from my YouTube channel too. I'm just not sure when that's going to happen. I might start that this weekend. I don't know if it'll be this weekend or next, but it will be soon. I'll be doing. I'm going to do a save from. I think that's what I'm going to do. I think I'm going to start out with. It's going to be something along the lines of the starting with the old or something. I'm going to name it something, but it basically what it's going to be is I'm going to take the oldest teams in the world. Sheffield FC is the first one, and we're going to start playing through, and we're going to try to build them up to the Premier League, Champions League. It's actually linked on the. If you go to my homepage on YouTube, it's at the bottom. But I think it's Elf Sutton streaming. You had to ask, now I gotta look. I think it's Elf Sutton streaming, but I'm not sure. It's been a while since I just post everything there. But there is a link on my. I'm not buying 365 because I don't use 365, so shut the hell up. You stupid fucker. I hate that when they ask you to do that when you set up a computer. Cool. Yeah, I upload all my VOD for the football game there. I don't do the what's this? Ooh, $46 off. Something I don't pay for now. Why would I pay for it then? Stupid. Yeah, it's Elf Sutton streaming. Elf it's Elf capital EL ELFSUTTON capital STREAMING. That's my channel. And yeah, like I said, I upload all my VODs for the football game there, and then I'm going to start doing a I used it. There's stuff from the past on there too. There's old stuff on there, and yay! Thank you for that, Rev. I appreciate that. You're the bomb. Um, but I've got so much stuff to work on and just no time to work on it. I don't even know what the hell I'm doing. I think we're going to play this up to the first of the year, possibly, since we're about to be at December. I think that's where we're going to try to get to today and see where we stand. We will be getting our. I will definitely check yours out if you have a link somewhere, or you know, send me a link in Messenger or whatever. You can do that, and I will definitely sub to yours. Um, I got two people on there that I actually pay to be on because I get their I download a lot of their stuff for the game. I can get like one of them is Stinger. If you're a fan of FM and you are a player of FM and you want some good tutorials and stuff to do and be shown good things for a lot of the tactics, go check out Stinger. If you type Stinger in, you'll find him. He does a lot of stuff. I mean, he does a lot of tactics stuff, and it's amazing to watch because um, since we're playing the worst team, we're gonna go ahead and do that. We're just gonna give the team a chance and see what happens. Ooh, I thought that said. I was gonna say. I thought that had put Alex. I thought that put Paige up front. I was gonna be what? Now, anybody from England that might be listening, Gnarlsborough, is that Yown or they spell that wrong? Because that just don't make any sense to me. Why you would spell it Yown, Yown, instead of Gnarlsborough Town? I'm assuming it's said the same way. I'm assuming you say it as town, but it's just weird that they spelled it that way. I gotta say, I've seen some weird ass names in America and other countries, but some of the names that they have for some of these places in England are crazy. I mean, Shire Academics. That's just weird to me because, like I said, I so okay. I'll check it out. I'll come over there and check it out. And I'll get on yours from there. Not a problem when I'm done with my stream. How did you and Dazzy do your thing this morning? I didn't see you guys because I was up and then I got the news that I got put on the LSW stream team and I'm running around all over the place trying to figure out what I'm doing there and I woke up once I finally woke up. I got that all taken care of, and I'm sitting there going, "Oh." So yeah, I'm like, you know, I didn't see if you guys were on this morning, or at least I didn't see a notification, which I'm disappointed because that would have been fun to watch. Oh man, what's wrong with the dog? Hopefully the dog's okay. I have to find a vet. My vet that I had is no longer a vet. Well, he was a vet. He retired, and he came back and was doing stuff again. And now I think he's gone too because my friend upstairs has to get hers. I think we're gonna go to the. Thanks, I appreciate that. Yeah, I'm a happy person. I think it's gonna be a good thing. You need to join. You need to go get that link and join and come on too, cause yeah, ooh, I still remember that day when Mr. Zeus passed. That was not a good day. And then we had the little baby that, for whatever reason, hurt her leg, and we're not sure what happened to her. And we couldn't get her to the. They were having a thing at the. I lived like less than a city block from Tractor Supply, so I can go down and get anything I need for the animals as long as I've got it to get it right down the street. I mean, I can be there in 2 minutes or not. And they were having a pup. They were having a kitten giveaway this, or not a giveaway, but they were adopting kittens with the Humane Society. And I gotta say, I was a little disappointed in them because I kept asking them for help to try to figure out where if we could get. There was someone that was coming in that we could get help with the baby and that, and they just never answered me. And we it passed, which I kind of figured it was going to after a little bit, but it was sad. And we still have the other little one that's up there. It's 4 months old. Runs around like a character. It's hilarious watching it interact with my babies that are old. And Lucky, who never runs around. I mean, she'll run if Gray chases her off every once in a while because they still have tiffs. But I'm sitting in this chair the other day. I got done streaming, and the baby comes down, and Whiskey's down here, and Lucky is on the arm of the chair, and she jumps down and starts to run to the kitchen. And Whiskey goes after her, and she ran around the dining room table, ran back in here, ran behind my chair, and hiding from the little baby. And it's hilarious to me because she's the killer. She's the one that if like this morning she was in a really weird mood, and I'm like I have a four stand shelf that's probably about 4 feet tall, and I have the couch sitting. I have the chair here, and the couch is there. There's enough room to walk into this other room, and then the couch is a normal sized couch, and at the end I've got that thing, and they like to jump up on there and lay on it. And uh, Lucky was laying up on it today, and she just was in this nipping mood. She wanted to bite. I petting her, and she's just squirming all over the place, and it was different. And it's funny because, uh, like, Mama's getting into a little bit more of a playful mood, and she's probably 9 or 10. The others, actually, Pete Lucky will turn 8 in September. No, August. August. And then Midnight and Shadow will turn 5 in September. And then uh, the older ones will be 9 next, and they're on the 20th of March, 3 days after St. Patrick's Day. And they're the easy ones to remember because they're on St. Patrick's Day. So I was happy today because I got my damn yeah. At least it worked for the follow that I got earlier from my alert box actually worked. Now I got to get the music and stuff, all that stuff. Oh, I do too when they behave. But like I put this couch that I got from my parents. It's very old, and it's one of those that the when it was first bought, it was nice. It was comfortable to sit on. It didn't bother your skin. But they've had it for like 5 years, and I got it because I needed a place to sleep because I don't sleep in the room in there on the bed because I don't like being in that bedroom, and because I just have a thing about the front door being out here with nobody around. It's just me, so I want to be in. It's just one of those things. So I was sleeping on the couch, and the material's just wrong. So I put blankets on it, and Gray the other day decided he was going to attack his sister under the blankets because it hangs over, and Fluffy will get under the blankets and hide. She likes to do that everywhere, and he almost got himself banished to the crate for a while because of that. Because he actually went after her, and I was not happy. But then Mama's just sitting here the other day. She's sitting on the other, not on this side where she usually does, but over here. And Fluffy was laying, and I put a sheet on the one side because I only got one blanket that's big enough for two. Then the one's in the washing machine, the other one I put on in the sheet. And she had herself under the sheet. And Mama's went over and attacked her and started playing with her, trying to grab her on the sheet, doing one of these. And Fluffy climbed up under the sheet onto the back of the couch and jumped off the back. It was hilarious. I'm like, uh huh. And then Mama's was doing the same thing, kind of like going under it. And I told Fluffy, I said, go get her, and she won't do it. But the little baby, she's only this big. I mean, she's a tiny baby. She's only this big. She's very small compared to them. And she's about half the size of Shadow. And you'll see Shadow appear every once in a while. Yes, they are. Very much so. And so Whiskey is a little orange cat. It's the first orange and white cat I've ever had in the house that I've owned. I've never had an orange and white cat. I got a Russian blue, which is gray Russian blue. Fluffy and the others are they're a rare kind of cat. I just don't remember what kind they are. And then I've got the two black cats, and they're a totally different breed all their own. They're insane, but they're awesome. And it was funny because before her, we call them her because we're not sure. You know, cats are so hard to determine. Sharon retired. Oh, Hook retires. Whoever you are. Southampton and Man City provide. And those guys retired. That's too bad. No clue you are. But they would. The first time when I bring them, she stays upstairs in the room with the girl that owns her because I don't want her being. She's too small to be in the main part of the house because there's places she can get to that I don't want her to get to and get hurt that they can't. So we bring her down every once in a while. She'll come down after I'm done streaming, and she'll run around the yard, the house. They may as well call it a yard, but she's got a room about the same size as my living room. Well, it's about 3/4 of the living room, so it's a pretty big size room. and she can play all over the place in there. But she don't have her. She lost her buddy. Her sibling is gone. So now she has nobody to play with. So she comes down here and she'll eat out of the food and drink their water, and then she goes spastic. And I knew it was gonna be okay when Gray was standing between the boxes and the stairs, and she was on the other side of the boxes, and she got down in the crouch, and she's like looking at him, and she jumped on the box and then jumped on him and kind of tried to do the grab around the neck and slid off him, and he just looked at me like, what the fuck is this thing doing? What the hell, man? And I was cracking up. So she comes down yesterday. This was like 2 weeks ago. She comes down yesterday, and they're in the archway, and they start doing the clawing at each other, and he didn't try to attack her. He just was playing back with her. So I'm kind of glad, and they're all going to get used to her eventually. And then once she gets a little bit bigger, she'll be able to come down here, and she'll have free room in the house like they do. But I don't want her getting into stuff like she can get under places that they can't. That's too much hassle to get her out of the way, and I don't want her getting hurt. And I have a door that I need to replace in the kitchen that the bottom of it broke out, and there's a small gap that isn't replaced that I stuff stuff in the wintertime because I just got the door not long ago, and that's another chore I got to do that I forgot about. But I don't want her getting out there because she's small enough she could probably get through that hole. So I try to keep her out of the kitchen, but a couple months, by the end of next month, she should be big enough to be able to down here all the time. And everybody should be accustomed to her enough that then she goes and they'll like Fluffy and Shadow will be in the bedroom behind me on the king size bed, and she the other day jumped up on the end of the bed and ran over and jumped on Shadow and gave her a big hug, and I'm thinking, okay, that's enough for you being down here, because Shadow and Midnight they're still not completely comfortable with, they don't like to be picked up. You can definitely tell that they were wow. Eckersley's been on my team, and he's had a salary since 1/2 of 1900. He's 124 years old. Wow. Whoops. You can tell that's a little messed up, but hey, hopefully he ain't going nowhere. I've already lost one. Now see, they're really starting to piss me off. Now they're going after all my players, and I can't do nothing about it because I can't offer these guys regular contracts. Damn it. Oh, that part of this game drives me nuts. But you know what? I wouldn't do it. These cats are my family. You mess with my family, you got a problem, because I will make you pay. If you mess with my cats, good chance you're not gonna make it, because we do have some issues with people liking to mess with black cats, especially around Halloween time. I'm daring someone to come to my house and mess with my babies. You come to my house and mess with my babies, you better hope the cops get to you before I do, because I got places I know where I can make a body disappear. There's a couple coyote places around here not far from here that they'll pretty much mop it up. We actually had that happen one time. It was weird because we have this little park called Sally Buffalo Park. I don't know why they call it Sally Buffalo, but they got a little buffalo there, and they have these two cabins that you can rent, and they're small cabins. They're like a room and then a stair set up, and then there's a room upstairs. That's all they are. And we had this dude that I knew in high school that was out there with another. They were there, and the story was that they were with a couple, or the people who were there with were involved, but he didn't know they were involved or something, and they ended up killing him. And they tried to hide the body. There's actual, like, less than 2 miles from here, there's a coyote den. I know where it's at because I worked on the property at one point in time. And they actually tried to take his body and dump it in a place where the coyotes would get to it. And I'm like, should have took him to a pig farm. Yeah. We didn't. They say it was a bad drug deal. They don't know why they murdered him, but they murdered him. This has been probably 10 years ago, or more, actually it's been more than that, because it's been 15, 20 years ago. It was in the early 2000s. Yeah, we don't get a lot of that around here. No. Coyotes won't either. Coyotes will they'll leave some of the bigger bones in the skull. But you want to see something that's fun to see and it's the weirdest thing in the world. Like where I was working is there's a landfill. A landfill company came in. They were going to put a landfill in this property, and I was working as a security guard at night. I would stay out there overnight, and we had a vehicle, and we'd cruise around and make sure the gates were all locked and do that kind of stuff. And you're in the middle of nowhere and you have to take a leak. So I got out of the car to take a leak one day, and there was this little, like, where you come up out of the main gate that I would go in, you would drive up this hill, and when you got to the top of the hill, it would flatten out, but the side on your right going up the hill was a bank. It was a small bank that was probably 2 feet off the road. And I knew there were Yodis out there all over the place. And you'd hear them calling out every once in a while. And there's turkeys and all this stuff out there. It was awesome if you like wildlife. But I was sitting there, and I got the truck parked towards the down the hill, and sitting at the top watching the gate, and I'd leak. So I'm like, open the door, and I get out, and I hear these little, like, sound like footsteps. And it's one of those things when you're in the middle of nowhere, 3 miles outside of town, and there's nothing around, and it's completely dark. I get done real quick, jump in the car, roll the window down a little bit so I can stick my flashlight out, and I flashlight over, and there's 4 coyotes on the other side of that little hill. And of course, they usually, a coyote won't bother you one on one, but when you have more than one coyote, they can be a problem. So I was like following them that night. I'd watch them; they disappeared into the woods, and then the next morning I saw the main one, and there was, and where I live is at one point in time was one of the county I live in, or the counties in this area, at one point in time had the most per capita millionaires in the entire world in this little area, because there was coal mining and there were sheep farms. And if it wasn't coal mined and it wasn't stripped, there were sheep on it, and it was a big thing back in the 40s and 50s. But in this area, there's a big area where it looks like a Grand Canyon kind of thing, where they've done stripping and they've left some places up. And on this one high wall, about 30 feet off the ground, there was a cleft. There was looked like a hollow, and it was probably only about 4 feet wide and probably 3 feet tall. But these Yodis I guess it opened up into a cave, because they would climb up in there, and you would see them climb that wall in the middle of the night, or in the morning when they were done hunting, and they would go in there. I was like, and then one day I didn't know, I knew they could climb, but I didn't know they could climb like that. But oh yeah, they would use that. And then I was walking on a road. I was living at a place, and my car broke down, and I had to walk home. And I'm walking around this turn, and there's the side of it is down to a field, and there's these trees up there. And I walk around this turn, and I'm on the phone with my buddy, and I look over, and there's a freaking groundhog in the tree, 15 feet off the ground, in the tree. And I stop, and I look over, and I said, dude, I said, you ain't gonna believe this. He said, what? I said, I'm on this turn here, and he knew where I was at. And I said, that tree that sticks up? He says, yeah. I said, there's a groundhog in the tree. He said, yeah, they can climb. I said, I did not know that. I'm standing looking at a whistle pig, 15 feet up on a tree, sunning itself, and I'm sitting there going, are you out of your freaking mind? I've never seen that before. It was so weird, but it was funny. So yeah, there's so much that animals around here. Like I got a little tuxedo. Yeah, I didn't either until then. I got a tuxedo cat that runs around outside. That where I lived before, and where we got the two black cats, where I got Shadow and Midnight. Where I lived before in the duplex up the road, it's probably 2 blocks away, and it's up by the fire hall. There's what do they call it, clouder. There's like 2 clouders of cats that are feral cats. They're just, this entire neighborhood is nothing but, there's like 20 cats there. And the mama was this little tiny black cat that ended up getting pregnant, and she had a litter of 6 cats, and there were 3 gray and 3 black, and one of the gray and one of the black didn't make it. So the woman who lived there the longest, she had the cats behind her house, and they would basically be on her yard or in her porch or whatever if they didn't get under my house. And so she kept the 2 grays, and then while we were moving down here, she kept the blacks for us. And when she gave us Miss Minnie and Miss, the thing about it is, she got killed when we were moving in. She got hit on the road, but the babies were weaned, and it didn't really make any difference then. But you can tell that those two cats came from a feral family because she didn't do enough to make like they would have been totally different if we would have took them right away because she didn't do enough to give them the attention they needed to knock the feralness out of them and make them be able to, if you show cats when babies are born, if you don't show baby cats any kind of affection, they will be very standoffish, and these cats were very standoffish, and it's taken me nearly 5 years to even get them to be like they started a year ago coming to lay with me on the bed, or they'll climb up on here, and you'll once in a while you'll look up if I'm on stream, you'll see a black cat up here, and that's usually Miss Little One, and she's the tiniest one in the house, but she looks just like her mama so much. It's so sad because when she runs, she'll do the whole little like it's almost like a hitch that she kind of goes like that, and it's so cool. But damn, we all tied, so it doesn't really matter. We lost that. We tied that match. Three-way race for the lead. Gotta love that. They're saying they want me to draw this game. I don't think so. I'm gonna tell you right now, boys. You better hope you win this match because if you don't win this match, we gonna have a problem. All right, so this is the other one that we were using, and we're gonna see what this one. Oh, of course you guys are. Cabella is ineligible because he's hurt. Yep, I'm gonna put Mo back in there. Actually, yeah, we're gonna put Mo in there because Mo is going to play there, and we're gonna put Mo back in his. Why are you a powerful? Yeah, you're not gonna stay there. I should have put Mo in there. That's what I should have did. Oh, I don't think so. I just don't see it happening that way. You're going to be an attack, dude. Moth can play there. Smaller's not going to play there. I need a different goal. I need a different guy that can play there. Elam's is healthy, so he's going to play. We're going to keep our starters. And see, I thought I had to change my starters because we only had 2 days off, but apparently we didn't need to change our starters. And why do we have? Oh, okay. Henry can't play because he already played the match. Figures. So Nichols has played the match, or he's played some, so he's going to get to play in there. And this man can't play because he's another one. He played in the match. That's the only thing wrong with making your I'm probably gonna put White in. You know what? We're gonna do it this way. I was gonna change it, but why change it when you don't need to? You don't need to, so don't change it. The only one I got to change now is Riley. I can hear her already. She up there making all kind of ruckus. That's one of the loudest damn little kittens I ever heard. Oh, I don't even know. We're gonna put him in there and give him. I'm not gonna do that. Oh, come on, man. What are you doing? Stop. Stop already. Okay, so everybody is. Luther's going to get a break. He's going to play, but he's not going to play. He's going to go in and let Fenton take his spot to start. Anybody's around 75%, I don't like to play on a regular because, yeah, Mr. Smaller, I don't think so. I would do that, Mr. Smaller, but the problem is that you are a little bit off on the. Yeah, I know I got to give you one eventually, but you know. All right, Mr. Pickering, you're going to go back in there where you're supposed to be, in there for Mr. Rack. Yes. I swear to God. Ah, see, he's putting Mr. Page in there. What the fudge monkeys is going on here? Oh, I don't know what's going on. That's not good. Okay. All right, I believe we're good. I believe we're good. Second match of the day. Yes, yes, I understand. They're lacking in match fitness because they haven't played enough. Here we go, Shire. Here we go. Yeah, my cats are. Mr. Gray. Come here, bud. Come here. Come here. Come here. Don't look at me like you just got done eating. I know you did because you got that little. He goes, he gives a half yawn, licking his face. All right, so Gnarlsboro Town Reserve. They have not been on a good. They've not been doing good. They haven't won, have they? They have not won. They're 0 and they've got 4 draws out of 9 games. That means they've lost 5. We have 1 draw, 6 wins, 3 losses. Not happy about that. Not happy about that at all. All right, boys. You better get in there. You better kick their ass, and you better do this for the team, for the home team, because we are playing at home. I kind of like these when they have these setups. They kind of look badass. We're in our reds again. We are ready to go. I hear someone up there complaining. She's not a happy camper.
It's intense, this.
No, it's a little bit better screen view on this one too. Come on, boys, let's do this. We need a win. We need a win. We're in the red and yellow, or red and white.
He's having a look round.
Yeah, come on, Fenton.
Look up. Measured pass. Good win of the ball. Clubbed clear. Deftly done.
Oh, fellas.
Well played. Good idea.
That was a great idea, and he's on side too. Look at this man. That dude ran all the way down there.
Not quite the end product required.
I missed who it was. I'm not sure who that was, but that dude ran all the way from midfield to cut him off and cause that bad shot.
Nicely measured pass. What great reactions!
Ooh, Mr. That was a good thing for him.
Place it into the
I would
box.
like this one, but I don't like that down there. I don't know if it's going to let me change. I want to do this while I'm thinking about it because I can. I think it'll let me change.
Swept in.
I don't know if I regret it, but we're going to use this one, and I'm going to have to see about changing that when we go up to goal. I can change the size. I think I could change the size right before the game to make it so I can do it, but otherwise, I'm not sure. Hey, get up here. Come here. Come on. You can't climb up that way. I'm not moving my leg. So we'll get a little bit of a different look. But this is the one I really want to use if I could use it, but I'm not sure I can. I can customize that shit? Hell yeah, I can. Oh, that was cool. Change it over now. I like this. This looks good. This is what the one I want to use, but I can't because I can't get into this portion without changing the size. So I'm going to have to go in. I'm going to try that the next time, see what happens.
Great exchange. Square from here.
Cut it off, baby. Let's go. You know what the bad part is? They'll probably have their best game of the year against me. Ha! Guarantee they're going to have their best game of the year against me. Because that's how it works.
And out it comes again. Nice little flick. Back on the ball again. Heave to the back post. Timely intervention.
Nice job. Get this ball. Let's go.
And look to build on that.
Yeah, let's go. Come on, fellas. There you go. No, don't cut him, slow him down, man. What the hell? I hate when they do that.
This is quite a
Are
run.
you gonna? You're gonna? What? Look at White. Look at White. He says, "I got you."
Impressive. What a hit.
Oh, he was. Dude's not playing, man. I picked him up this year because I had to get a replacement, and he is not playing.
Tries to get some whip on it. And that has flown over.
Bangura, what the hell are you doing, man? Oh, that was crazy.
Looking to hit the front line. Well read.
A little short of the front line, but we got it. Let's go. Come on, Martin. Come on, baby.
Good reason for optimism here. Played in deep.
Uh-oh. Oh!
Just too much on that.
Oh, we're not good at the head. Your headers aren't good. Gotta watch how you say that.
Decisive action by the goalkeeper. Lovely build-up.
Oh, come on. Look at my boy.
Oh, that is sensational!
Oh, Lord have mercy. What are y'all doing to me?
No chance.
That's terrible. That was terrible. That was terrible defense. All right, who's out of place?
Well played.
Nobody. Everybody's in their place. This is terrible.
Lovely build-up.
My boy let him get in front of him, and look at that. My dude right there in the middle.
My word, that is fantastic!
Who is that? Eckersley did try to get in his spot. I don't know if that's supposed to be in there, or if that's a glitch that they did on this with the dude sounding like, oh, look out. Look out.
Comes in hard.
Page!
In a flash. And he's escaped his man.
Jesus Christ, dudes. What are you doing, man? Y'all acting so stupid in there. What the hell? This is not good.
Having a look. And the defence breathes a sigh of relief.
This is not good. Definitely not good.
In comes the delivery.
They're only 21 minutes in, though. Come on, Pickering, you already got a damn yellow card. What are you doing?
Snatched away. Keen to get going here. Willingness to drive on up that right-hand side. That is
I don't know what's going on with this team, but this is pissing me off because this team has not won a game.
Off the keeper either.
They have not won a game yet, and yet they're kicking our ass 2-0. And they're making our defense look stupid. They are seriously making our defense look stupid.
Willingness to drive on up that right-hand side.
I mean, that's the second time he scored the same goal as he scored the first time. And they're 1-2 in us, and our team does not look this bad. And this team, how does this team not win a match before now? And they're playing the best team in the league, and they're beating us 2-0.
With a long pass.
Y'all better get your shit together.
Roam out wide.
And you better turn it up, because if we don't win this game, I'm gonna be mad as hell.
Lovely movement
What
up
the hell is that?
Oh, they did so well
Dude.
to set it
The
up.
moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
Dude is starting to piss me off. Yeah, they're tying right now.
Just to get some whip on it. Disappointing in the end there. Clamps it into space. Out of play.
I don't know which one of y'all fools down here is playing games, but I'm gonna tell you right now, you better get your shit together, because you will find yourself on the bench soon. What are you doing? Ow. They have 6 shots to our none. We ain't really done nothing.
And they're on him in a flash. Played early. Well, that's not
Yeah, it's our left side defense that's killing us. It's these two boneheads here. Yeah, I might have to take him out. You guys better get a goal here. This 33 minutes. You give him a 33-minute head start. Now let's go.
Ball driven towards the far post.
Oh, that's beautiful. Ryan White. Hey, they're gonna call him offsides. Of course they're gonna call him offside. Why would he never be offsides? I mean, that's bullshit. And they don't even show the replay to see if it was truly offside. He was not offsides.
Ball driven towards the far post.
Come on, Paige. And boy, I'm counting on you, son.
Put it on the right now. What's on? Working very hard to get
I hate
wide
when they
now.
play with their
Testing
back to the
moment,
damn
this.
goal. What the hell was that?
He could be in here.
Oh, he's in, and that's a goal.
Brilliant.
They ain't taking that one
is
away.
Brilliant. How confident was
Nice
that?
goal of the season.
Backed himself all the way.
Nicely done, Elons. That's my
Plays it out
boys.
wide. Forward with purpose.
Elons is like, I'm gonna get this ball back. Watch. That was
Now
a dumb
can he
thing to do.
finish?
And he was onside because the ball was
what a
won,
goal.
and that dude fucked up big time. Oops. My bad. All right, fellas, we got 7-3, 7-3. We got a better XG, and we're still down a goal. So let's go.
Aimed in towards the centre. Cuts it out.
He got there in time. Oh, my boy can fly. That was crazy. I did not think he was going to get there in time to save that ball.
Goes steaming forward. Crisp and
You got
sharp.
no backup, baby.
Some lovely movement up front. Right hand side. Timely intervention.
Nice job,
Deftly done.
Pace.
And he heaves it forward.
Nicely done. Let's go, Paige, baby.
There
Come
is
on now.
still
You got
work to
this.
be done.
Leaves it off to
Crosses
Elam.
in a low one.
Elam's to the center. You know why Moth didn't touch it.
Move.
He couldn't touch that ball. If he touched that ball, it's offsides. That was nicely played if he
Good
just
link-up
would have got the
play
ball
there.
past their other guy.
Spread neatly. Nicely worked. He went for the
Long
corner.
shot.
Oh, how good is he?
I cannot believe that went in.
Brilliantly done. Never took his eye off the keeper either. Can they make it tell?
That was terrible. I thought this gonna be a miss. No, I thought I could put that in beautiful. Nothing I could do. Nothing we could do. So now we're down 2. Let's go, fellas. You better get your shit together. I don't know what you're waiting on.
Pressing is high and relentless. Goes steaming forward.
Come on, Paige.
And the
Yeah, it would have been
defense
great if you
breathes
kept
a
the ball
sigh of
down.
relief.
Come on, fellas. You're better than this. Oh, we're gonna have a nice team talk at halftime. These boys are in trouble now. But I had enough of this crap.
And he heaves it forward.
See, the problem
Has he
is
picked him out?
I can't do
Played
anything up
early.
here because this stuff is too much. So I can't go and like, that kind of sucks.
Tries
I
running
might be
with
in
the ball
trouble
at his
here.
feet towards the back post. And what a ball in that was. You could not have asked for better, even if delivered by hand.
Yeah, see, now I got myself in a spot where I can't
With a
fix it.
searching ball.
No! No!
Takes a look up. Played early. Needs support to arrive.
Ooh.
Real chance here.
Oh,
Really
wow,
need
that's
to be.
cool. I didn't know I could change
Good
all that.
intervention. Aimed in towards the centre. Timely intervention.
Oh, I could change the TVs!
That was
Oh,
impressive.
this is just crazy.
Snatched away.
This is insanity. Look at that. This is bad. I did not know this was there. I did not know you could do any of that shit. Oh, wow. This is crazy. Oh, yeah, we're having fun now. That's pretty cool. But see, here's the problem. Now I'm stuck because I have no way of going over here and getting this. And I can't, like, you know what I can do? No, I can't do that either. Oh, this sucks. I didn't think about that. Now I'm stuck and I can't do anything about it, I don't think. There's no way to window this now. Damn it, that's not good. Oh. Oh boy. I didn't think about that. And it's the size of the thing that's too much. That's the problem. Damn it, I don't want to do that. Now I'm screwed. Son of a beast. Now I ain't got no choice in the matter because I'm going to have to reset the game. I'm going to have to because I'm stuck. I did not think about that. Damn it, man. That's nice and all. But like I said, this is the problem. I have this one that I can't... maybe it'll get me out of this. Maybe. That'll do it. Yes. So, I'm going to try something here. I don't know. That's not what I wanted to do. I'm going to try something here. See if I can get this to the point where I can use it. It's at 100% there. Let's go to 95%. It's going to look smaller, but I might be able to use it then. That sucks. And if that don't work, I can see if I can put it in a window. If I window it, it might work too. Look at that. It actually almost worked. I still got to go a little bit smaller. But I can do it from here now. No. We'll go right here. We'll go down to 85. Didn't make any difference, did it? Not really. I mean, it didn't really make a difference in what I can see in the size of it. It still look to me, it still looks okay. I'm thinking it looks okay to you guys, maybe. I don't know. We're gonna get there. But then see, I can change the size of it each time I go in, and it should allow me to. That's not small enough. That did not go where I wanted it to go, or did it? Yeah, it did. Okay, that's perfect. See, now I can go to the dressing room. It lets me go in. Check that out. What the hell did I say to him? See how much smaller it's going to be? So I have to up it back to 100% outside of here, which is fine. Oh, now we can play.
Now, what's next? Timely
wow.
intervention.
Coppa Italia. Super Cup. Eh. Oh, I'm going to leave it at ESPN.
Here comes the delivery. A pure contact. Good position. Excellent challenge.
Ooh, I don't like that.
Gets it out to the wing. Played in deep.
No, I'm not
Oh,
having...
that is special!
Lloyd Elam's got another one.
How confident was that? Backed himself all the way. Gets it out to the wing. Ball driven towards the far post.
Nicely
Oh,
done.
brilliant!
He was
That
left
is
unmarked,
brilliant!
and he said, "Thank you very much. I will take that goal." Huh, beautiful. I mean, it's smaller, and it doesn't. I mean, it don't look that bad. I don't know if it looks that bad. Does it look that bad? I think it looks okay. Hi, Mr. Gray. Are you gonna stand up here and see yourself in the mirror? Are you gonna let yourself be seen? No, you're not. What are you doing? Where you going? Where you going? Get. You're in my. I can't see past you. Now come
Snatched
on,
away.
man.
Fired deep towards the back post. Timely intervention. Into some space.
Get your tail out of the way so I
Gets
can
onto
see
it.
past you, you bonehead.
And he's forced to go back.
You can't sit there like that, man. You're sitting on top
It's a
of me, and you
decent
got your
ball.
butt in the way, so I can't see what the hell's going on.
Just over.
Stop it. Now move.
Ball swung in, and they've been given a corner.
Let's go, boys. Get this corner.
Plays it into the box. Largely untroubled.
Come on, fellas. I ain't got all day for this. Let's go, fools.
In comes the delivery. Clouts it into space. And look to build on that. Tries running with the ball at his feet. And that's off target.
All right, fellas. Let's go. We got to do this up.
Knocks it away.
Thank you. Come on, fella. Oh, I got to look for
Looking to hit the right.
tiredness here. Okay.
Pure
So,
contact.
oh, I don't think so. You're going to wait a minute here. So we need to substitute off. Mr. Eckersley is going to go to, oh, this sucks. I don't know. Midfielder's going to go to Mr. Lothar. He'll get the rest of the match for me there. And man, everybody's tired. Nope, he's going to go. I'm going to take out. I'm going to do it that way. That's my subs.
Needs
My
support to arrive.
substitutions.
Threads one through.
Oh, beautiful. Come on, baby. You got two guys over there.
Oh,
What are you
just
doing,
over.
White? Come on, man. Y'all got to do better. Ah. The Amy's has been here, and Dutch's, and everybody. Wow. Been a busy day. Loving it, though.
Whipped in.
If I didn't say hi to you and you came
Into
in,
the
I
channel.
apologize. Say hi, and I'll say hi again. Pike.
And there is ground to be made
Nice
up.
play. Elam. You almost had your hat trick, baby. You guys got to score. You got 26 minutes to get these 2 goals. We need 2 goals. We do not want to tie these guys. I can tell you right now, if we tie this match, we're switching up. We are switching up our.
Well timed. Nice little flick. Clever pass. And it's played forward. Oh, nice touch. That's
Society's been
beautiful.
beating us.
Good reason for optimism here. Good effort. He got
Well,
plenty
the
on
moans
that.
and groans from the stands now are very audible.
About time. Come on, fellas. Let's go. You can do this. You got this. Let's go.
Place it into the box.
That's not what I wanted.
Gets it into the middle. Decisive action by the goalkeeper. He has it now. What can they make of it?
This is going to be terrible if we lose this match. I'm going to be so mad.
Ball driven towards the far post.
Why the hell didn't you just test that? Oh my God. Nice. Nice. All right.
There is still
All right,
work to be
Pike.
done.
You got it that time. Let's go.
Now, what's he got in mind?
This is Mr. I'm all over the place right here. Lothar's my man of all man. He's the man of all
Goes
places.
long. Oh, good stop. It had to
No, it ain't. Beautiful. That's beautiful. Goalkeeper screwed up. Don't you even call him offside. I will be so. That is bullshit. Bullshit. That is bullshit. Oh my God, that is terrible.
Delivery.
We just got ripped off again. It should be 3-3. That was a pretty goal. The goalkeeper fucked it up. The guys just happened to be there. That was not offsides.
Poked in across. Now then. Oh,
Take that offsides, motherfucker. How you gonna take that offside? I didn't think so. That should be. It should be 4-3. Again, we got another offside goal taken away. This shouldn't have been.
Poked in across. Now then. Oh, brilliant goal!
That was a brilliant goal. I will take that goal. All right. Let's go, fellas. Elam's got 2. Moth has 1. He should have had 2. You got 16 minutes to take this game. Let's go. You just scored a goal, 2 goals in not too long a time. Let's go.
And out it comes again. Closed him down quickly.
Nice. Now go get it. Come on, Paige. What are you doing, man?
He's in acres of space here. Early ball.
You ain't got acres and acres of space, but he did. Nope, nope, nope. Good job, Martin.
All the way back and they start again. And he
I would
heaves
have
it
screamed.
forward.
Oh, I would have screamed bloody murder if he'd have did that.
Come through and he's had a quick look inside. And it's a poor one. The
I know who that
outcome
was. That was
utterly
Mr.
inevitable.
That was Mr. Luther running around like a chicken with his head cut off. I need a bigger display is what I need.
Heave to the back post. Oh, shame.
Damn.
That was nicely worked.
Yeah! Should have been a goal.
Knocks it away. In space. Tries running with the ball at his feet.
Nope.
Clouts it into space. Snatched away.
Come on, Martin. You got to do better than that.
Oh,
Dude
my
is
word,
off.
my word,
That is terrible.
fantastic.
Jesus
Made his
Christ,
mind up
fellas.
very
What are you
quickly
doing?
and just didn't waver.
This is terrible. This is terrible.
Fiddles it away. Chance here.
Yeah, dude's offsides. He stood offsides when the shot. That's bullshit. That is a bullshit call again. But that's fine. It's going to do that, and there's nothing I can do about it without starting over again. I can damn well guarantee you that when I do my other one, the
Oh, that is special.
dude was standing. That's bullshit. How the hell are you losing to a team that hasn't won a game all year?
That's good intervention.
Hell are you doing, dude? You didn't even come close to having a shot there. Yeah, let me just kick it in the dude's face. That'll work.
Oh,
Luther. Oh my God. What are you fools doing? Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. You're going to lose this match. A match you should have won. There's no way you should be losing this match. What are you doing? Hey, you just gave up. Nice. Nicely done. Okay. There's no whistle here. That motherfucker was so far offside. There's no way. Sorry. You would have called us offside by now. What the hell is this shit? They called us offside on one like that earlier. Well, that was the last game, but still, that's bullshit. Man, this is pathetic. It's starting to really piss me off. If I wasn't in the second season of this team, I'd probably start over again and get rid of that stupid offsides bullshit. If I can figure out what's causing it.
Takes the long option. Largely untroubled. Good win of the ball.
What the hell is going on with you guys? My best team is on here, and y'all playing like you're terrible. This is terrible. This is what happened to us last year. We had a 3-game streak where we just could not freaking win, and all of a sudden, then we start winning. This is pathetic, though. We should not be losing this match. You're playing the worst team in the league. They haven't won a game yet, and you're losing.
Forward, a man on a mission. He's had a look up.
I don't understand.
Goes steaming forward.
Y'all look like a bunch of preteen kids playing against a team of men. The way you guys are playing, this is ridiculous. Shouts don't do shit for you. I can shout out all I want to, and they're not going to do anything about it. It's not going to change anything, which is terrible. But we lost this match to a team that has not won a match all year. If y'all don't tie this up right now,
largely untroubled. That's good intervention. Driving forward, a man on a mission. Deliver a better ball.
That's it. We lost. We lost the match to a team. I guarantee you that everybody on this team is going to have this. This is ridiculous. This is freaking ridiculous.
Neatly flicked on.
How the hell do you lose to a team that is not even won a match all year?
He's taken that cleanly.
All you had to do was stay with him. You could have stayed with him, and inside him you had to go. There goes the whistle.
Great pass.
That's not a great pass. He hit that son of a bitch all the way. Great pass. It's going to go out of bounds. It cost us the match. Great pass. What a bunch of bullshit. I can't believe this crap, man. Again, we get beat on the offsides call. Because that's what it was. You take away Moth's. You took away Moth's first goal before he got the second goal, and we should be tied. And it might have been and see, that's the thing about that is when shit like that happens, momentum switches and it can screw your whole team up. We're switching to the other tactic because this tactic doesn't seem to be doing very good. What can you do? We are about to come into December here in a minute, maybe. That was pathetic. That was pathetic. Pathetic, pathetic, pathetic. Oh, wow. That's crazy. I hate when that shit happens. But we'll go back. We'll get back into it when we start winning again, maybe. Well, that's a win. We shouldn't have lost that match. We shouldn't have tied that match. We should have won that match outright. Ah, bah humbug. Man, it's been 3 hours and 41 minutes already. Jeez, this day's flying by. It doesn't seem like we've been here that long. Oh, get on with it already. Jesus Christ, Italy. Hi, Miss Lucky Boo Boo. Come here, baby. Come here, Waddly. Come here. Come here. Come on. Get up here. Come here, honey. You can come up here. Come on. That was terrible. Come here, Boo Boo. Come on. Come here. Come here. Come here, come here, come here, come here. There you go. Hi, baby. Hi, baby. That's Miss Lucky's butt. Miss Lucky's tail. I love you. Yeah, that was terrible. What is this? Whoa. It's a full-time review of the match. Huh. That's pretty cool. That's some crazy shit right there, man. You can like look at this shit like this is crazy. And this is a little small. Yeah, it's not making me happy. We're a point behind because they actually didn't. They tied again. All right. I mean, I don't know. Does it look good on there? I don't look at it on the main screen, so I don't know. I don't look that bad. It's a little hard to read, but it ain't that hard to read. I think I'm gonna leave it like that for now. Yeah. It is tiny to read, and I could fix it back to the normal, but I can't do like percentages. Don't go between 85 and 95 is a big difference. A fun day. We ain't been packing them out because we ain't got, you know. Hey, what are you doing down there? What are you doing? Hi, buddy. Come here. I thought you was Mr. Gray. Come here. Come here, baby boy. You gonna get up there? I know you don't want to come over here because Meanie's up here, but you know. Come on. Mr. Midnight. What are you doing, buddy? What? What? You're silly. You're a silly man. That's okay. Silly man. T for two and two for D, me for you and you for me. Whoops. I'm sorry. I'm just a little stir crazy. That was terrible to lose. Terrible, 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 terrible. So we got Field and then Gormasol and Cleckheaton, then Hall Green United, then Rothwell, and then Horford St. Margaret's. Look, we got freaking five. We had 3 matches this month, and then we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 matches in December, and ain't no time off in between them either. Really. We got a ton of shit to do, a ton of shit to do, a ton of shit to do. Da da dee da 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 dee da 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 da. Too much to do. We got 5. I know I ain't gonna get through all them today. There ain't no way. Hell, at this rate, the first to get to the first is gonna take 2 days. Come here, mamas. Mamas, come here. I know where you're going. You're going the same place you always go, to the mama perch. Mama's perch. There you go. Hush yourself. Just hush yourself. Did I tell mamas to get who? Purr, 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 purr. I know. You're a purr, 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 purr. Come on through. Leave me alone. Oh boy. I can't. The hell was that? All right, we do got to move this back up to. I hate that I got to do this every time, but you know you got to do what you got to do. I would use that one, but I don't think I will. I like the looks of that, but I'm not going to have to do that all the time. No, I'm just not going to do that every time. That's just too much hassle. I don't want to slow down the game every time I turn around. Oh, that'll be where we'll go. Yes, I think what we're going to do is, since we made it to the beginning of December, and there's 5 matches in this month, I'm not going to go any further than this. I want to thank Amy, Duchess, Miss Ginger Ninja, Revy. Let's see who else was here. Gotta get the other phone. I remember everybody on there because they're all on there. Let's see. Okay. Where are, don't you eat? You better not. If I swear to goodness, I will be pissed. All right, no, let's go start at the top here. Let's see. Amy Amusements, thank you for being here. And next was Duchess, thank you for being here. And who else? Who else? Melon, thank you for the follow and for being here. I appreciate that, my friend. And Alert, I appreciate all that. Miss Ginger Ninja and Magic. And let's see who else. I know there's some more. Tiny Tina, yay! And let's see, Revy. I know Revy was here too. My girl Revy was here. I appreciate you too. Let's see who else we got. Amy Games Aloft. I appreciate you being here too. Thank you for coming in, guys. I will hit y'all up on the page. Don't you worry about that. Definitely. I think we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna rate out to. If she's still on, we're gonna rate out to Pixel Gaming Mama. Pixel Gaming Mama. I will be back again tomorrow. Hopefully, I'll have some more stuff. We'll get some more stuff done, and we will be back to Mato. That's the object of the game. Now I gotta remember how to do this. All right, let's go. Hit the right button. No! You stupid piece of... Oi. I'm doing it, I'm just not doing it right. Alright. Is she still on there? That's the problem. Yes, she is. And we're going to go there. I hope it's doing it right. And if it's not doing it right this time, we'll do it right the second time. But I appreciate you guys all being here. Thank you so much. And I will see you tomorrow. Peace. Let's go for the raid. And it didn't raid out the way I wanted it to. So that wasn't right. So we'll just go back up here and take this out. There we go. We'll get this right eventually. Don't you fear. Let's all go say hi to Pixel Gaming. Right now, here we go. Woohoo!